Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day.
BoxingVoice.com. I feel I'm the best in the sport. To be the best.
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the
body punching? I was hitting with body punching. I heard him actually, he was crying in there.
You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him?
Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on.
BoxingVoice.com.
Canelo, are you ready? I was born ready.
Considered by many to be, pound for pound, the best fighter in the world today. He is the fighting pride of Omaha, Nebraska.
He's good at what he do.
Hey, Daddy.
Undefeated WBO lightweight champion of the world.
Hey, Daddy.
BoxingVoice.com.
Taking, any credit away from Errol, he's a great fighter. He's good at what he do. But when
BoxingVoice.com.
you compare him to Terrence Crawford, there's no comparison.
It's a dollar beat.
I'm just a better fighter.
BoxingVoice.com.
Sit back and watch this. I promise you something. I promise you something. All that shit you talking don't mean nothing.
Don't mean nothing.
I can point my guns at you, you can point your guns at me, but at the end of the day, them two brothers got to get in the ring.
Hey, Daddy. It's a dollar
BoxingVoice.com.
beat.
We've been here before. You try to get there. Alright? I can tell you how it is to be undisputed. You can't tell me shit.
This a dollar beat. Hey, Daddy.
Y'all support y'all fighter. Let's come together, make this event a success.
BoxingVoice.com.
Everything about Terrence Crawford is better than Errol Spence Jr.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
Boxing fans, are you ready?
Hey, Daddy.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Buenos dias. It is Thursday morning. We're one day away from the betting show, but I know a lot of you don't have those notifications, locked in. And because of that, you didn't get notified about yesterday's spontaneous betting show where me and my boys, we made some money. If they followed me to the T, there's no way they didn't make money. If they changed my bet slightly, they might have even made more money than I did. But once again, salute to the betting show. We continue to dominate. We continue to show these bums, these bookies, that they not better than us week after week. And now even on Wednesdays, we getting that fucking money. Yeah, good morning. How are you? Final call for Showtime. Finally, Keith One-Time Thurman gets back in the ring. It's been about 4 years, one fight in 4 years for Keith One-Time Thurman. And he's going to be taking on a tough, sturdy test if the rumors are true of this final Showtime card, headlined by Keith One-Time Thurman and Eimantas Stanionis for the WBA regular, making them an immediate mandatory for Bud Crawford, the undisputed champion. Now, former welterweight and junior welterweight Danny Garcia will be moving up in weight to 160 pounds. It's not clear as to whether or not this will be a scheduled catch weight, but Danny does want to face Erislandy Lara, and we'll see does that come true, you know? Can he actually get it done? Lara's never been a bum. He's always been a very difficult style. He's never been weak. He's been, you know, I ain't gonna call him strong like fucking David Adelaide, but he's never been manhandled. You know, his roughest, toughest fight had to be Jarrett Hurd. Jarrett was a big boy himself. Danny starting at 140, moving up. This is a tougher fight than people expect. Danny is, he's there to be hit. He got good footwork, depending who he's fighting. Erislandy Lara is not, you know, Jose Benavidez or Adrian Granados or anything like that. He's also a southpaw. Danny hasn't faced many southpaws. The southpaw that I remember him fighting, he obviously lost to Earl Spence. Who else is a southpaw that he fought? I don't know. Help me think. This is not an easy fight for Danny. While he may be thinking, hey, I can get another title, this guy's 40. Awkward style, a boxer's boxer, Cuban IQ, veteran in the game, didn't get knocked out by Canelo. A lot of you guys somehow think Danny's going to land this magical left hook and knock him out when Canelo couldn't knock him out. I mean, Angulo couldn't knock him out. And I know Angulo, you might, oh, what the hell are you talking about? He's a journeyman. Before he was a journeyman. You know what I'm saying? When he had Lara on the run and in trouble. Lara was on the run and in trouble in that fight. The thing is, you guys, you know, you got very, you know, selective memory. Lara was in trouble in that fight. He landed a straight left that broke Angulo's face. I don't want to say orbital or anything because I don't know the exact injury, but it broke his face to the manner where he turned around and he said, I'm done, you know? So Danny got to be careful. It's not an easy fight for Danny in no way, no shape, no form. Nuh-uh. I don't believe that. It's a decent final card. Bon voyage. You know, who else can they put on this? Now this news, just so you know, this isn't taken away from the exhibition. They're saying this is a December 16th pay-per-view, and the December 9th is still in play. The final three Showtime boxing events reportedly could be David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade on pay-per-view November 25th, which they announced. I don't know, is that not official anymore? Then another pay-per-view on December 9th, rumored to be Floyd Mayweather's exhibition. And finally, a non-pay-per-view, December 16th, Keith Thurman, Eimantas Stanionis, Danny Garcia, Erislandy Lara. Now, I still don't believe this, only because if they're not re-upping with the network, why would they do Danny versus Lara a free card? I don't want to put it in the universe, but I always thought it was a pay-per-view. I'm not saying it's worth it. I was actually happy to see that it was a regular Showtime. But again, if we're leaving, we might as well leave with a bang. We might as well collect all the money we can so we could go wherever we got to go with that Rockefeller startup money, right? Because it's like, what are we going to do? We got no money. We need a network. Salute to Eddie Hearn that came out in an interview and said he welcomes the zone with open arms. He's over the hill. I mean, not the zone, but PBC to the zone. He's over the hill about the rumors, but he can't confirm that they have actually spoken, which is sad, you know. I would prefer the zone, but we already know that, and we're not here to talk about it. But just throwing it back out there in the universe. The number to call, 1-425-569-5241. If you want to talk, if you want to voice your opinion, maybe you want to break down these two potential fights on this doubleheader. Is it a good card? Is it a bad card? And again, it's not a pay-per-view. It's not a pay-per-view. So normally we would do a poll asking you, would you buy it? But it's rumored to be part of your subscription, which is a good thing. But I do want to do a poll about Danny and Lara. I just don't know that Lara loses to Danny. You know, I just want to see what you guys think. Who's going to win? Because, yeah, can Danny really stop Lara, who's the man that hasn't been stopped? He barely gets knocked down. I don't know. It might end up being a boxing match. Maybe Danny on his last fight, the last hurrah, wants to show us that, like Earl in the Mikey fight, he can box. I don't know. But we're gonna do a poll here. The regular answers, winner by knockout, winner by decision, etc. Once again, phone lines are open. Discord is available. Twitter Spaces is available for anybody that wants to call in. Voice your opinion on the final card. Do you buy or sell? Do you like it or not? Could they have done better as their final card, as their goodbye to Showtime? All right. Polls open. Phone lines are open for anyone ready to talk. So, Keith Thurman, man, last fight obviously with Barrios, he got the win, and for him and Tank, that win is aging well because Barrios continues to impress, but he hasn't fought Barrios since February 2022. So there's some rumors of Tank and Isak Cruz next year. Imagine this fight doesn't happen and Earl's got to fight on that fight next year. Like, he'd officially have another 2 straight years out the ring since fighting. I don't even know why I'm trying not to lose my relationship with Keith, but at the same time, it's like, why are we talking about this dude? He not even fighting. He say he want to fight, but he don't fight. These dudes, this is what I'm saying. These dudes got to lower their mandatory minimum and just fight. So cool. You couldn't get the Earl fight. You couldn't get whatever fight it is you thought you was going to get. Get the fuck in the ring. Fight motherfucking Jamal James and get back active. Like, I don't understand this shit, bro. This sport, every day we got to complain. These motherfuckers can't stay active. They not on A game when they go into the big fight, and it's just pretty unfortunate for us as fight fans. Like, I'm sure I don't watch those sports, you know that, but I gotta remind people that are new to this program that I don't watch any other sport. But like, I'm sure in football or these other sports, these dudes are staying active. Like, even the bench warmers get some time, right? Like, how the fuck? This sport is so weird and broken, bro. But I'm going to open it up. Without you, there's no me. So we need as many callers as possible to help everybody get through their work day. If you're trying to at least get to lunch, you better tell a friend and tell a friend not only to hit that thumbs up and subscribe, but to also call in.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
No callers means you're going to be at work bored because there's no Danny here. So it's just me talking to myself.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
ES in the chat. I don't know that Keith is scared to lose more than he's scared to lose for regular pay. Like, I think he wants to go out, if he's going to go out, with a bang, with a fight that is meaningful. But again, activity is important. He could have already fought in Jamal James, Butayev, and been going into this fight with Stanionis, fresh as a cucumber. But he ain't do that. So Stanionis, on the other hand, could take advantage of this time off, this long layoff, and be sharper than Keith. We just don't know. And that's the downfall, man. I'm just hoping wherever PBC lands, they can get rid of that problem that is inactivity. That's why I continue to employ an application where they don't have to worry about scheduling because we need these guys fighting. Yesterday, I watched a fantastic card on ProBox. There's nothing wrong with fights on Wednesday, bro. And the better the fights, the more people will tune on. It's just that simple, Those fights was decent. Glayton did his thing, Even Najee Lopez impressed the hell out of me. I thought he was going to get the decision win. Wheeler was a tough SOB, and that first round was electrifying. But it goes just back to activity, you know? We need something like Pro Box. You know, look at Glayton. Lost back to back, but he's staying busy, and he picked up a win, a good win. You know, you need activity in this sport, man. We really need that fixed. That's one of the biggest issues in our sport, outside of marination, over marination, outside of boxing politics, his side of the street, that side of the street. You know, lack of activity is really what's killing our favorite fighters. But I got Stay Wavy Television. What up?
Good morning, TBV. That's what it do, man. What it do?
Good morning, champ.
Hey, man. Yo, Ness, this is why PBC, man. That's why PBC keep getting dropped by these big networks, man. Because you got Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia, one of my favorite fighters, man. Shout out to Danny Swift Garcia. But he ain't been that active. Keith Thurman ain't fought in about 5 years, you know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder, he hasn't been that active. Errol Spence, he got his ass whooped because he wasn't that active. This the problem with PBC, man. You got all of these talented fighters that got a bunch of fans, and they ain't in the ring, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and me personally, I think when Lara fight Canelo, I had Lara winning that fight. I know Canelo won that by split decision, right?
I would have to check, but it could have been a split.
Yeah, I believe it was split decision. I had Lara winning that fight, man, and a lot of people felt the same way. You know, so he gave Canelo a hell of a fight. But he is 40 years old. I think that's what Danny got going for him. He is 40 years old. But I got Lara pulling it off, man. I got Lara, you know, winning the fight by decision, and I got Stanionis pulling off the upset with Keith Thurman because I just ain't seen like Keith Thurman used to. Yo, Ness, Keith Thurman used to be my favorite fighter, bro. You know what I'm saying? When Keith Thurman beat,
bro, fun fact.
Yeah.
Fun fact. Keith hasn't fought since February of 2022. Stanionis hasn't fought since April 2022. So these fuckers have been out the ring the same amount of time.
Oh, shit. Hey, this is a perfect matchup, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I might have to switch my pick to Keith there. I didn't know Stanionis was inactive like that, too, bro.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn,
bro, it's the PBC.
I'm gonna give it to Keith just because of his resume.
It's the PBC. Look at Cody Crowley. He's not even Cody Crowley's not even a Al Heyman fighter. And I hear he's in legal because he got fed up. You know, Stanionis not even an Al Heyman fighter. He's got everybody fucking just on hold, bro. Stanionis is really with Richard Schaefer and just been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. He's so frustrated and broke, you know, like, it's not fair for these guys. It's just not fair anymore. Like, dudes need to stop gangbanging on executives and networks and realize that the fighter's being screwed and the consumer, yourself, the paying customer, we are the ones being screwed. We keep getting these tune-up fights with these broken fighters.
Yep, and PBC arguably has the best, like, boxing record, boxing roster in the game, you know, arguably. I know some people may feel different. But I think they got the best fighters, man. So it don't make no sense why these dudes not fighting unless Al Heyman just don't got the money to pay him. That's what I'm starting to say. Maybe Al Heyman, maybe he overpaid him too much in the past and the money dried up. But that's why they got to go to the Zone. That's because the Zone is a boxing platform. Why would you go to Amazon, bro?
You may feel like it's your time,
but it's not your time. And order and shit. They're not there for boxing, so they got to go to the Zone. So they can make the fights happen with the Zone fighters that's already on there and PBC. I think that'd be the best move.
Nah, you know I like that move. Nino.
Yo, Nez, you can hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right, man. But I heard about these little rumors. I think it was yesterday. I think Coppinger posted it. I wouldn't even mind these fights, man. I've been waiting on the Danny and Lara fight for a minute now. I thought that shit wasn't even gonna happen. I ain't gonna hold you. And I ain't even really too worried about that fight. I feel like that fight a little past, you feel me, past his prime. But let them make their money or whatever. But with the Thurman fight, I think that's a very tough fight for him, man. I was talking to my boys about it yesterday. They said they think Stanionis could possibly hurt Keith or just beat him to a UD. But I'm sliding towards Keith, man. I know I ain't really got too much to bag that up other than some old shit. You know what I'm saying? Some very old shit. But I just think Stanionis ain't gonna be able to bring too much that he ain't seen before. And if Keith body and whatnot could hold up, if his feet still move how he supposed to, well, if his footwork still work how it's supposed to, and I think he could do just fine against Stanionis, and then not align the fight up with Boots, man. That'll be a big unification sometime next year. I think that's what they trying to line up, because I feel like that's the only name left for Boots at 47, man. I think he could beat Stanionis, Crowley. Fuck, what's the other boy name? Ain't it Rocha, or am I
Yeah,
tripping?
Rocha,
Yeah, he could beat him.
but he about to fight
Yeah, he
Stantian
fighting in he fighting in LA, I believe. But
this
yeah,
weekend.
so I feel like if Boots fought them three like Crowley, Rocha, and Stanionis, like them for the boxing fans, that'd be great for us. Like we know them some good names, but I feel like that's why he want the Thurmans and the Spence, the Crawford. He want that name value, like the big name guy. And I think that's why I'm really leaning towards Keith, man. I think he noticed pretty much his last shot. You feel me, to do something serious at 147, and I think he gonna bring all he got, man. And that's pretty much all I gotta say. I ain't really gotta speak on that Danny and Lara shit. I don't even know how that fight gonna go. I probably favor Lara, but I don't know, man. Lara pretty old, and Danny, that nigga, I don't know, man. So I ain't even gonna speak too much on that shit. But that's all I got for you, Ness, man. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button, bro. I'll get with you.
All right. I see Eric Grimy in the chat talking about matchroom fighters and Golden Boy fighters don't fight either. You a damn lie. You a damn lie. Um, Pick a fighter. Which one? Because if I go to Pacheco, he's fought this year and he's fighting again. Berlanga's fought this year and he's fighting again. You know, if we go to Golden Boy, Flo Schofield is fought this year. He's fighting again in October. You know, like JoJo is scheduled. You know, Rocha is scheduled. Like, what are you talking about? This the problem.
Feel like it's your turn.
You guys allow them to divide us by becoming gang members for their fucking affiliation. Like, bro, who gives a fuck about Matchroom, Golden Boy, and PBC? It's about the fight. Stop gang banging, bro. I don't want to even time you out because I want to give you the ability to grow. You have to understand, like, you just holding us back by trying to say that things are equal. Well, it's happening everywhere. No, it's not. No, it's not. Pacheco is one of the most fucking active contenders we know. Top Rank keeps everybody active. Look at their roster. All they guys are fighting. All they guys are fighting. Cashflow Diaz is scheduled again. I mean, there's so many people scheduled. Like, what are you talking about? Only motherfuckers. Yo, do you notice that the only rumored cards we talk about are PBC cards? Top Rank announces. Frank Warren announces. Even Lou DiBella got Jamel Herring fighting. Bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like, really, what are we talking about? You know, we just talked about Keith not fighting in 2 years. Stanionis not fighting in 2 years. When's the last time Jamal James fought? Where's Marcus Brown? Where's Caleb Truax? Where's Andre? Andre Durrell retired. He said after he beat Uneski, Al still hasn't called him. We made money on that, FYI. Remember that. I told y'all my boy Durrell would beat the brakes off Uneski Gonzalez. He ain't get a call, so he retired on Instagram. Like, you guys just don't know everything because you don't follow everybody, but dude's is frustrated than a motherfucker, but you still sitting here talking about Al Heyman the best. He got a plan up his sleeve. Al Heyman's the savior. He's got a plan up his sleeve. You gotta just follow the plan. Bruh, fuck that plan. Fuck that plan, man. I don't give a fuck how good Al is to these guys. He ain't good to us. He's not good to us. He's not good to us. He's not giving us anything. Not when we want it. Not when we need it. All you Spence fans mad at Al. That's who you need to be mad at. He was trying to force the key fight. He was trying to force him to move up. And Earl had to stand down on his feet, say, no, I only want Crawford. Stay out the ring all that time till Al realized, damn, he really serious about this fucking fight. Let me make the fight for him. Then you get a shit version of Earl because of Al. And I'm not trying to make him out to be the bad guy, but at the end of the day, you are the one that gives the yes and no's. These motherfuckers is not fighting. Like Chris Colbert and Rayo got announced. Anybody got a date? Lamont Roach and Hector Garcia went the purse bid. Hector Garcia won the fucking purse bid. Anyone got a date? That's not even ethical. When was that fucking purse bid? Shouldn't this fight had been set already? Y'all just let him do whatever he wants. And it's like, fuck it, bro, he's out. He been getting money since back in the day. He was working with Beyonce and Jay. Y'all some bunch of fucking weirdos, man. Canada, what up?
Yo, what's going on, Ness?
What's up?
You preaching to the choir, man. You preaching.
They're not listening, bro. They're not receiving the gospel, man.
Man, Al Heyman got so many fighters on the shelf. It makes no sense. We should get cards like this more often, honestly. Like this card is perfect where it's at on free television or the app. The Zone gives us something every week. Golden Boy gives us something every week. Top Rank, we get to see them
every
prospects
week.
like every week. Yeah, consistently. And Al Heyman's got the names. He just need to put them on dates. So, like, do you think he needs another promoter then? Because he's just with TCG, right?
He don't need another promoter. He need a network, bro. Listen, just real quick, bro. Top Rank, let's go with Top Rank's budget. Let's go with T.O.'s number of 89 million. Think about how many of those fighters you automatically assume make 1 million per fight. Like, they are overpaying fighters on PBC. Because if Top Rank got 89 millions for their stable and they don't got 200 fighters like PBC, but PBC only getting 60 million from Showtime, of course the motherfucker's not fighting. Ain't no goddamn money. Ain't no fucking money. He used to get 64 from Showtime and 60-something from Fox. They cut his ass off. Like, when we gonna wake up? My man went to every network and didn't make it work. He didn't make it work. He bled them dry. Yeah. They closing the doors, and we keep saying Al is the savior. No, the fuck he not. He might know how to get money, but he know how to lose it even better.
Yeah, and like these fighters got to realize that because now their careers are being cut short. Like basically, they're not going to get full value out of their careers if they're not fighting. Like, I get it, they making money, but like the money's dry now. Now look, are they gonna leave? They can't leave, right?
Leave where?
Where are you gonna go? Exactly, like where are you gonna go? I wish it was a fire sale where they could all go their separate ways to the Zone or go to Top Rank, but it's not gonna be that.
Yo, so like, honestly, I'm corrected. Danny actually faced 4 southpaws, and they are pretty recent. Earl, Guerrero, Zab Judah, and Ivan Redkach. So Earl and Redkach, the most recent southpaws.
But he's moving up in weight, right?
Yeah.
For that fight? Yeah, so I don't know. And Stanionis, I feel bad for him. He's been through like 2 Virgil Ortiz injuries or whatever you want to call them. Fights being, yeah, I feel bad for him, man. So, I mean, I'm glad he got the Thurman fight, but like you said, inactivity is going to hurt these guys. And that's why this fight's for free, because both these fighters, or 4 of these fighters, haven't fought in like the last, 2 years? So it's going to be reintroduced into the public pretty much. Like, and who wants to do that, man? Usually when you got these guys, you just want to keep putting them out, promoting. Like, Top Rank is doing such a good job with the young guys right now. Like they got them everywhere. Like Shakur's fighting next month. You know, Troy's back, and then we know Xander's gonna be back soon. Like we know, it's not even a question. We know Jared's gonna be back when his hand's good. So like, we just need more from PBC. But I don't think Amazon's gonna push it the way we want it to be pushed. So I think it's gonna be the same shit, bro. Different story. But I hope not, man. I really hope not. That's my call, man. Y'all stay up. Smash the like button.
All right. Yeah, boxing. They need to hit the reset button, bro. You just need to hit the reset button. You got to change the pay grade. You know, if Bob is getting 89 million and let's just assume he's got 80 fighters and they all $1 million fighters. That's only one fight each for the year. So that means that these people that he decides to give a fight to with that $90 million budget need to be able to generate money. So we could use the money to pay you your purse, to put on an event, to make a bigger gate, to make more money. You understand? To get advertisement, to get endorsements and sponsorships because your fight is important. These dudes are not marketable no more, man. Like a lot of people have woken up. I was probably one of the last dudes out here waving the PBC sword. These dudes is old. They old, bro. Like I've watched their entire career. Remember, they started in 2012. They're all old. Where is their future? Where is their Bruce Shushu Carringtons? Where is their Jared Andersons? Where's their future? Like, they gonna get some money from somebody, a boxer, a DAZN, somebody gonna give them money because they got those older stars, you know? Like, if Danny really isn't retiring, he got 2-3 fights in him. But he's gonna be selective. He not about to jump in there with Crawford. He not about to jump in there with Boots. You understand? He gonna be selective because he's a quote-unquote name. And then everyone else that thinks they're a name is gonna be selective. You know? I don't see any hope for Morrell. Like, you guys keep throwing Morrell out. Even if PBC went to DAZN, I guarantee you they would be solely trying to make Morrell and Pacheco and Berlanga. They're not going to make Morrell with their own 68-pounders. The dude's too good. He's unknown. He speaks no English. He going to have to wait like Rigo had to wait. You know, that's just how this game works. Unless they change it, unless they hit the reset and they start making, like, if you look at Top Rank, they putting motherfuckers in there tough. That soft shit is over. You know? Everybody's in there tough now. They cutting people off. Like, if you can't fight, you got to go. But we going out to the next caller. Looks like we got Bo Rogers. What up? In North Carolina.
Ness, what's good?
What up?
Hey, to me, straight up hate, man. The PBC, everybody just hating on the PBC. Look,
bro,
Bob
let me stop your time. No, I'm stopping your time. I'm stopping your time because we got to use you as an example. Why is criticism hate? Am I not entitled to criticize? Didn't I give them motherfuckers 12 years of my life?
Nobody else.
Oh, we not? We not criticizing Bob. We not criticizing Eddie. Don't lie. This is the problem. Y'all are part of the problem. Right. When y'all get up here,
let me just say this.
I ain't even start your time. You gonna get to say everything you want. You gonna get your full 3 minutes, but y'all got to stop. Y'all get up here and y'all automatically defend Al. What has he done for you lately? This Janet Jackson, man.
He gave us the best.
What?
I seen Boots twice this year. I seen Tank twice this year.
Boots versus who, bro? We got one good Boots fight versus
I seen
Villa.
Boots twice this year.
That ain't even
What the
Al.
fight? What the hell? How
he ain't signed
how
to
Bob
Al.
Earn
He
gave
not
us this
signed to
year?
Al. He
What
not signed to
Bob Earn
Al.
gave us
He
this
not
year?
signed to Al. Try again. Give me
What
another
Bob
one.
Earn
He
and
not
Eddie
signed to
Hearn
Al.
together? What how they gave us that we wanted this year?
He is not
They
signed
ain't
to
giving
Al.
us shit. Huh?
He is not signed to Al. So stop talking about Boots. What's
But
the other fighter?
He's still fighting on PBC.
No, he not.
He was
He
still
fighting on
PBC,
Showtime.
right?
He fighting on Showtime. PBC ain't got no goddamn network fighting on PBC. Where's PBC at?
Well, when I look at the fights, I see Show PBC at the top of the screen.
Show, which stands for Showtime. We out of
Showtime ain't got
business.
no fighters.
We out of business.
And who they fighting?
Showtime out of business.
Who they got all? All right.
But I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. But y'all gotta stop.
All right. Bob Earn, he stops all the big fights. He could have sent the reason why Frank Martin and Shakur ain't fighting, because that's a pay-per-view fight that can make a lot of money. It matters, everybody wants to see it. All he had to do is send them over.
Damn,
Bob Earn hold these guys back from making money. Teofimo ain't making no money because Bob Earn hold them back. He didn't put Terrence Crawford in there with Pacquiao. He hold them back.
You saying false information, okay? Frank Martin was not the person in line. Frank Martin got a call because he was like number 6. So why is Bob Arum going to send Shakur to PBC to fight the number 6, who they, as a company, had to go down the line? Everybody else said no. Then the number 6 says yeah. So it's like, oh shit. The number 6 said yeah. Let me send my fucking star fighter over there? That makes sense to you. What world do you live in? The number 6 finally said yeah. The 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, they all said no. Fuck it. He said, yeah, I'm going to send him to PBC. I got F1 weekend locked in for Shakur Stevenson, my silver medalist. I'm going to send him to PBC. You dudes gang banging, man. You gang banging. Why the fuck am I going to send my silver medalist to PBC to fight a fucking dude that ain't never win nothing? But you want to lie to the people and say because Frank is a pay-per-view? You heard this motherfucker? These dudes are crazy, bro. You are the problem. You are the problem.
You ain't listening to me. You ain't listening.
How can I listen when you spit hot garbage? You spit hot garbage.
It's Shakur star or not? Shakur should be able to sell on pay-per-view.
My man said it's Shakur star or not, so I'm going to give my star to PBC? I'm just going to explain it, though. You're not making it make sense.
This is what I think Al should do. They should just do arena fight and do the fight and worry about the gate. Then after the fight go off, put it on damn YouTube. That'll help all these broke motherfuckers complaining about paying for fights. Cause I can show you over 200 fights that I got in my own VHS tapes that I paid pay-per-view for. I've been supporting a long ass time. I ain't no goddamn murder. I ain't the type of person who complain about these damn fights they putting out here. Everybody complain about every damn thing. This is supposed to be the best year of boxing. What motherfucker people still complaining for?
Because the sport about to die. What do it matter if we get the best fight?
David Benavidez getting ready to fight twice this year, ain't he?
Yes.
Ain't he?
Yes.
He getting ready to fight twice this year.
And you glorifying that?
We got Tank twice.
You glorifying that?
We the same.
You glorifying that? You glorifying that? Because I got.
You just said people won't get no fight.
Brother, twice is nothing. That's what you ain't getting. Motherfucker Floyd was fighting twice a year. None of these fuckers is Floyd. None of them. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all are part of the problem. Well, didn't he fight twice this year? Oh, so they Floyd now. They Floyd. They making $50 million a fight. They bringing in hella motherfucking revenue. So they can fight twice a year now. Y'all. Oh, man. Y'all part of the problem. This is why we ain't going to grow as a sport. What up, Jay? My man says send Shakur to PBC, and that fight could have been pay-per-view on PBC. I swear to God.
Yo, Ness.
I hear you, bro.
What's good, man? Look, like with Al Heyman, I feel like Al Heyman, he know how to put on a big show, basically, like set up a big fight. But as far as longevity in the sport, I think he dropped the ball. Like he don't have no young fighters on his stable. Like, you get me? Like everybody on his stable old. Like or out about to go out the door. Like I think that's part of the reason. If you look at like Top Rank, they got all the young fighters. Like, you get me? All the young fighters that's up and coming, that's about to be stars and everything like that. So I think Al Heyman dropped the ball when he didn't sign none of these young fighters. Couldn't get them on his roster. You know what I mean?
My bad, champ. My bad. I was muted. I said, bruh, how he gonna sign motherfuckers? He ain't got no money. Showtime only giving
Right.
$60 million a year. He got 200 fighters, so he about to sign more motherfuckers. What you gonna tell him? Yeah, come sign with PBC. We're gonna get you some fights. We don't know when, but we'll get you some. But Al,
Right.
Keith ain't fought in 2 years. How you gonna get me a fight? No, don't worry about that. We got you. Get the
Right.
fuck.
That's
No,
probably
nobody
that's
going over
definitely
there.
probably what he's saying.
Nobody going over
Yeah,
there,
and they starting to see that. I
bruh.
mean, I think he could just deal with like big fighters, but you're right, with everybody not Floyd, like, and he taking that blueprint with too many fighters. Like, he definitely taking that blueprint with too many fighters. That's what's backfiring on him. Like, everybody not Floyd. Everybody definitely not Floyd. So.
Floyd fought twice a year and did 1 million pay-per-views on average. David
Right.
Benavidez was seen by 150 or 175,000 people. And someone
Right.
said
That's
someone is happy that he's
horrible.
fighting twice a year. So he's
That's
fighting
horrible.
twice a year on pay-per-view and he'll have a total of 500,000 people watch him. They stupid.
Right. And they keep throwing everybody on pay-per-view. Everybody not pay-per-view fighters. Everybody's not pay-per-view fighters. Like, you know what I'm saying? This last card of the year, that's not pay-per-view, right?
Nah, it's said to be regular TV, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah. That's the way it should be. Exactly. Like, that's how it should be. Like, it's too many fighters that's doing pay-per-view, and now everybody think they're a pay-per-view star, and it's
Bruh,
like, yo. Like,
this card got 4 dudes that ain't been in the ring in 2 years, bro. I ain't Googled for
right.
Laura, but Danny been out forever. Stanionis been out forever. I mean, like, Keith been out forever.
When did Danny fight Benavidez?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
He probably the most active fighter. Like, he probably fought last out of all 4 of them. Like, so it's like, I don't know. He just dropped the ball. Like, he think everybody pay-per-view and everybody not pay-per-view.
Word.
I mean, they stealing money from us for real. Like, they just stealing bread. Like, and it definitely need a restart, like a reboot. Like, the whole sport need a reboot.
Man, we need that MIB wand. We need to hit the button on the Will Smith wand. These motherfuckers forget everything they know, and we start over because you got these dudes sitting here talking about send Shakur Stevenson, who has a pre-existing F1 date, something that's never been done in the sport. There's going to be 500,000 tourists fly in for the F1. The hotels are triple what they cost. Nah, yo, you got Frank, Al? Fuck it. Take my silver medalist, superstar, 2-division fighter with the Ring Magazine belt. Take him. Put him on pay-per-view because you know what you're doing. I swear, you dudes are the weirdest. Art, what up?
Yo, what's good in this?
Chilling. Look at this gangbanger. Al Heyman has more money than you, Nestor. Oh my God, you hurt my feelings. This guy's a weirdo. These gangbangers are funny, bro. Go ahead.
So who reported this?
What is all over? Dan Rayfield, boxing scene, everybody.
Oh, that's what's up. This a good fight. I guess this a good farewell fight. You feel me? Feel like 3 of these fighters kind of been on Showtime. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of like with like the start of the PBC. So like 3 of the foundational fighters. But it's a good fight. What I was about to say. Yeah, Al just need more dates, man. He got a lot of fighters. Like Al really one of the only. I feel like he really one of the only people that's like that'll take people from other promotional companies and then still like, you know what I'm saying, put them in good positions. I feel like once you get released from Top Rank, once you get released from PBC, it's really a wrap. But you seen him take Top Rank fighters and still do good with them and stuff like that. So
I mean, they
y'all
all
gonna
do
have
that. They all do that. Like, for instance, Top Rank cut Elvis. PBC built Elvis, and he's back. Okay.
Yeah.
Golden Boy cut Joette after he lost to Shakur. Top Rank help him. I ain't saying he's back, but the boy made a lot of money.
He ain't. I mean, PBC done took Top Rank fighters and made them champions though.
Top Rank done took PBC fighters and made them champion. Jamel Herring. What up? I could do this all day with you, man. You can't gangbang with me.
All right, we can keep going down the line though.
Let's go. It's fun
all right,
for me.
You got Jamel. Now I'll do Matias.
Matias. He wasn't with Top Rank, and he not with Top,
yes,
and he not with PBC now. He's with a Puerto Rican promoter. Don't make me Google the information.
He was with Top Rank. He got dropped
after the loss.
After the loss, he got dropped on the Wilder card.
Okay. Who else they got from Top Rank? Did they bring?
And thing too, I feel like you said this before too. I think it's just like the last call. I think it's just going to cycles,
Mikey.
Like PBC.
Shout out to Rue. Mikey, Andy Ruiz. They took Andy Ruiz from Top Rank after he lost to Joseph Parker, and boom, he became a champion. And Mikey too. They took Mikey from Top Rank, and boom, he became a pay-per-view star.
They did. We saying the same thing. That's what I'm saying. Like PBC, they can rebuild fighters better than other promotional companies. Top Rank, they good with like prospect.
See, I was right. I was right. Matias was never with Top Rank. I'm telling you, I'm about to go to Caesar's page because we was just talking about this. And his promoter, I'm almost there.
Cause he was on he killed
okay.
Well,
so his promoter.
I don't want to say it like that. I don't want to say it like that.
It's your time, but it's not your time.
Okay. The company's name is Juan Ivan Oreno, but Luis de Cubas is, his advisor here in the USA. I think it's Fresh Productions Boxing. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. He's got a number and everything. It's from Puerto Rico, like I said.
But he headlined the if I'm not mistaken, I think he headlined over Tio against when he fought Dadashev.
I mean, but Maxim Davyshev was day fighter. That's why he headlined, because Maxim Davyshev was day fighter and he killed him. That's day fighter. They was the ones in the Europeans. You got it fucked up.
Okay, and so what about the other? Well, I'm gonna leave that one alone, but there's other examples too, though.
Nah, there is, bro, and if we had the time to research it, we could both prove that point. But you know what? What we both lose at? Who has the most fighters that are not fighting on their stable? And it would be PBC.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
he just needs some more dates. You feel me? Wherever broadcaster can give him like the most dates, it don't gotta be Saturdays. It can be Tuesdays.
Listen to me. That's why, bro, Art. That's why I'm saying go to the zone. You get a certain amount of Saturday dates. You get a year worth of Tuesday or Wednesday. Not Wednesday, because I don't want you fucking up Pro Box. I had a great time last night. So you do Tuesday night fights with all your motherfuckers that they not Saturday worthy, but they need to build.
Yeah.
They need to build.
Yeah.
Or your dudes that lost on Saturday and need to come back. And your Tuesday night fights, let's say your Tuesday night fight, your main event fighter, no matter who the fuck he is, the most he making is $500,000. The most.
Yeah.
The most that main event fighter is making $500,000. But you got
like a Frank Martin type level fighter. Yeah.
Yeah, you got Frank Martin headlining on Tuesday every fucking week, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Because it's budgeted. these dudes are weirdos, bro. But I gotta get to some other callers, man. Hopefully he does
Yeah.
it right this time. Yo, listen, ain't nothing wrong with Al. I don't want to sound like that. Yeah, he fought on Top Rank shows. I'm not saying he didn't. They stuck on the Sabril shit. I'm not saying Sabril didn't fight on Top Rank. I'm saying he wasn't signed to Top Rank. You made me lose my thought. Whatever I was saying before that Top Rank shit, that's what we was gonna talk about. We going out to the mayor of Toledo, Ohio. While we waiting for Trees to connect, go ahead and smash that thumbs up and share the show. It's the Breakfast Club of Boxing, getting you through your day. Solo Dolo, Scarface no Manolo. But you know I'm
Yo,
here, though. What up, champ?
yo, what's going on, man? I'm just listening to the topic. I'm like, I'm happy that this card here is on free TV. I'm with that. I ain't gonna hold you. When I was reading this shit, I had got a little nervous. Like, I'm like, damn, I hope they not
Another
doing this on
pay-per-view.
pay-per-view. Yeah, on pay-per-view or nothing. Not trying to get a motherfucker again. They can't. But I ain't gonna lie. I like the fights. I just wish that Stanionis was fighting Boots. You feel me? I don't know about that Keith Thurman shit. I mean, I'm picking Keith Thurman. I don't even know if I can pick Keith Thurman to win because I feel like, yeah, I ain't seen enough. I don't know what's going on. You got me?
I got you.
Okay. But yeah, I feel like I ain't seen enough of Thurman. And like I say, man, I don't know. I wish Boots and Stanionis was fighting. You feel me? And I feel like with this closeout card, I feel like they should have gave us some type of championship fight. I feel like, or am I tripping on that? You think that would have
You
to
got
close it
one.
out right?
You just a casual, my man. You got a championship fight. Laura got the full WBA
I mean, he
middleweight
got the
title.
but him fighting Danny is and it's not that's not even is that even the main event?
I mean, it's the only belt, so it would be.
Oh, okay. I mean, I see the way you got it. I'm reading your headlines. I'm reading it like Keith Thurman and Stoniana is gonna be the main event.
He
So that's
might.
all.
That's also
I
a
guess
belt.
it is.
Remember, Stanionis got the regular. That's also a
Oh,
belt.
he got that off.
Yeah,
I thought
this a what Al Heyman wants show. WBA.
what benefits Al type shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shit. I ain't gonna lie. It's just shit, man. It's good fights. I just feel like we could have better fights. That's all. And on the closeout side, I guess since we gonna close out, I would have liked to got a Boots on this card. Like if we
Trees.
gonna close it out, am I tripping on that? Like
Nah.
I feel like. Go ahead.
Nah, you ain't tripping. Boots, but
Yeah, I
Boots,
just feel
but
like
Boots is on November though. Remember,
you said what?
Boots is in November.
He on the undercard though. I want to see him and Stanionis, you feel me, or him and Keith, or he should be main eventing on this closeout card. That would up Boots' profile, especially since
But that's
Showtime
what you're
Boxing
not getting.
about to be cutting
They not
the
gonna
rope. You
do him
feel
no
me?
favors. They're not doing him no favors till he signed.
That shit trash though. If he y'all biggest star over there, I don't give a fuck if he signing y'all or not. Y'all need to. It's just gonna up y'all profile in
You
general.
crazy.
If people gonna come and watch him, but I'm saying if people coming to watch him, they're gonna come to watch your promotion, no matter if he's signing you or not. It's still bringing viewership to your, you feel me, entity.
You wildin', bro. Again, Coca-Cola don't care what Pepsi's doing. Y'all gotta get that shit through your head, man. Jesus Christ, Majid. What up? Yeah, that's right. Better Beef used to be with PBC and they ain't know what the fuck to do with him. Y'all forgot that? It's a lot of fighters if we start thinking, bro, like they all fuck up. You
Yo.
know? What up, champ?
Yeah, everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. that final card, man. I mean, shit. I guess it remind me of when PBC first started type card. I guess that's the last card, first and last type shit. Shout out to Thurman for doing it free again for everybody. But yeah, man, I ain't understand how most of this shit getting translated to hate when we just try and figure shit out. Cause they obviously ain't letting us know what their options is. But I just remember certain shit. Like I remember one morning I woke up, they had a motherfucking fight on in Japan. So I got to watch the zone in the morning. Then they had some UK shit going on. So from like 2 to 5 or 6 p.m., I was able to watch motherfucking DAZN. Then finished it off. I think they had like I think it was like Showtime and motherfucking DAZN at nighttime. So niggas got to watch all those fights on DAZN or whatever. You know what I'm saying? In the morning, middle of the day, and in nighttime or whatever. So it just was like a boxing palooza. Like shit just was going. So I just think that it ain't no hate. It's just like if they got all these niggas on their mother, they had fucking what Wilder Tank, fucking Canelo, all of these people, and them niggas fought, and then we got information after that they got dropped. What I'm saying is why people so against that DAZN shit. Like if DAZN USA for DAZN don't give us what we want in our American market, why niggas don't like believe in at least trying to, explore what that shit could be like? Cause in reality, if people just, on that shit where they got these sets up, they throwing up they gang sets and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And they just on PBC till they die, like they out on the corner with nobody. Like what the fuck? Like why wouldn't y'all want them to fill in that last spot at the Zone USA? Like we missing that shit. That's why I don't pay for the Zone right now, cause it's like nigga, that shit, it ain't giving me what I want. Like it ain't no fight that they be having where I just feel like, oh, I want to see that shit. But if we could get PBC and Matchroom and what's that Golden Boy all on the same platform, they gonna have to come with new excuses why these fights ain't getting made. And I'd rather hear that than to have niggas just go on their own fight island and just make it an in-house thing, and try to see who could dominate. Like they lost their belts with motherfucking Spence. They lost their belt with Wilder. They even lost it with Fulton. You know what I'm saying? Like all of their leeway, everything for leverage is slowly falling out the door and shit. Like those, just cause Canelo signed with them don't mean that those PBC belts. Cause that boy got 2 fights left, and then he gonna go do what the fuck he wants. So I say just like all this Amazon Prime and EBT or BT, whatever the fuck, like. Damn niggas, like why y'all so against these motherfucking DAZN? Like fuck the gangbang and shit. Like try to even talk Top Rank in they 2 years after ESPN dropped their ass and come over to DAZN so we can have everybody in one, and hopefully like those callers that be talking about MMA like be giving us the fights we want, cause everybody under one umbrella we could possibly say that shit. But if y'all believe in that shit and y'all say that it's stupid, then I guess shout out to A Side biggest money ever shit. That shit don't help nothing but the fighters and stuff. We the motherfucking fans that pay the money. So I'm just not understanding why people happy to pay $85 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Back to back to back to back or whatever. If they not truly getting what they want. When they go food shopping, they get what they truly want. When they go buy clothes, they get what they truly want. Why settle for less when you chilling in your most comfortable spot on this earth called home and shit? Y'all niggas settling for less on what the fuck entertain y'all. I'm pretty sure even y'all girls, y'all got, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't settling for less. Y'all getting what the fuck you want. Like, let's make niggas get in positions where we get what the fuck we want and not to what the fuck we gonna give us. But some niggas, belts don't matter and all that shit. Shout out to all y'all, man. But that's all I got, Ness.
Great call, champ. Great call, man. Good to hear from real boxing fans. I swear, man. Mario, Cleveland.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up, boss man? To be honest, you only can sell wet dope for so long.
Word. Them dummy
I
bags.
mean,
Yo, them fiends ain't coming back for them dummy bags. I'm telling
yeah,
you,
I mean, it's
Al
on
think
both
he,
sides.
bro, Al think he could fucking fool us forever. I'm done.
He fooled everybody at first.
She.
He got the fans and the fighters. He gave us these dope fights at the beginning on free TV. Now it's scarce. And another thing, why the Showtime didn't work. Floyd didn't pass the torch, man.
Yep, I said that the other day. I fucking
He did.
said that.
It was a vacuum that it was never filled, a power vacuum, and you still got Floyd holding on, taking dates the same day as Haney. That's corny, man. If you want come back, fight Adrian Broder, throw him a bone. Fight Tank, fuck it. You know you want to. Am I lying?
I mean, I would love that Tank fight. That shit would sell. Like if they did a little fake beef, like there's rumors Tank slept with his girl and all that shit. Like it could go somewhere. That shit could certainly go somewhere.
Man, that'll break every record.
Mm-hmm.
Would it not? And it's just,
It would. That probably is the biggest
everybody
fight.
dogging the Amazon, but I think Amazon would be a good place for PBC.
I mean, I
with
feel
this.
like Amazon. I purposely went on Amazon yesterday and I typed in boxing on my Amazon video. They did have a lot of shit, but everything has like a gold lock on it. It's not always accessible. You have to have either Paramount or Stars or whatever service it is that they're offering, because Amazon seems to be like a central hub, like a YouTube TV. Yeah, it's like a YouTube TV or like a Fire Stick where you got all your apps right there and you go to your, whatever app.
Amazon make the Fire Stick. It make the fight because you could watch most of the Showtime fights I watch on Amazon.
No, I know, but through your Paramount subscription.
Yeah,
or through your Showtime subscription. Either or.
Yeah, I got a Showtime subscription through Amazon.
Yeah, that's
Amazon
what I'm
sell it.
No, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you. I understand. That's what I'm saying. When I typed in boxing yesterday, Showtime comes up, Top Rank fights come up, all the pay-per-views come up, but when you click it, you need to have that respected service to view it. You get it?
Yeah, I get it. You gotta pay. You gotta pay
like
how
it's
you
your
wait.
time.
Exactly. So
But it's not your
if
time.
Stars got some boxing content on Amazon for you, you gotta click it. You don't got a Stars account, get your Star account. Now you good, and you can watch it on Amazon. So it's not as easy as people think, is all I'm saying. Unless it's going to be how y'all assuming, which we are only assuming that it's going to be already part of our Amazon Prime. Then when you search boxing, there's a tab that says free to me. In that free to me, that would mean Amazon is giving us boxing there. But if it's not free to me, we got to pay. And Brandon, pay-per-view is not the fuck included, because I clicked it yesterday and they still charging you for the Charlo fight if you want to watch it.
Damn.
But Champ, let me get to somebody else. JB, what up? Yeah, but my producer saying Ness. I'm saying pay-per-view will be included in your prime price. Like, bro, that's again.
Yo, Ness, you hear me?
I hear you, JB. Let me just say to Brandon, that's again him fucking wishing and assuming that Amazon Prime is gonna tell all their subscribers, hey, guess what? We're gonna give you this thing called the PBC absolutely free. Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. That's some bullshit right there, man. Yo, man, but look, man, shout out to PBC for at least giving us a free card at the end of the year. So for everybody that already cut off their Showtime subscription, go ahead and just jump back on with a free trial around that time. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can be able to watch the fights, man. I mean, cause that's what I'm definitely planning on doing, man. I mean, it sucks that Danny is the most active fighter that's going to be on that card. Hey Ness, man, is there any truth to that rumor that Floyd and Mikey Garcia is going to be in the exhibition, or that's straight bullshit?
I read the article yesterday, man. It's coming from ProBox TV, and you seen what great card they put on yesterday. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. Okay, that's real interesting right
But
there.
remember, Danny, my co-host, said that that's bullshit. Everything he
Okay,
heard,
cool.
everything he heard is the other Floyd fight with the Kid Gotti.
Okay, okay, okay. I'll take Danny's word then, man. Other than that, man, Ness, I really ain't got shit to say, man, because Majid stole everybody's probably ammunition that's gonna come behind him today. He probably gonna have the best call of the day. I mean, and what a guy said, man. I mean, I guess he used a reference like in like these movies. You can't just change the name from Blue Magic to WMD and think you're still gonna get the same shit with your dope or whatever, man.
No,
Yo,
see
I
that
don't
ain't
got
even it. In the
yeah.
dope game, that's what they do. They take a popular name and put the dope on it. So, for instance, I would make dope, and my stamp will be PBC because we know PBC is rocking. They put on the big pay-per-view fights. But that's the thing. The Fiends ain't stupid. The Fiends talk.
Nah.
Fiends is like, bruh, nah. On 4-5, they selling that fake PBC. That ain't the old PBC. That ain't that shit that was knocking me the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is true. I know I'm using motherfucking a metaphor, but that's really how it worked. Like, word of mouth still is the best form of advertisement, man.
Yeah, so social media really fucked up PBC's hustle. Because if it wasn't for social media right now, man, they'll still be able to pull the same bullshit, the wool over our eyes. But with us, with social media and everybody talking and telling us some of the shit going on behind the scenes, that shit ain't gonna fly no more, man. I guess the last thing, man, I always throw something controversial every time I call, man. I was arguing with Mr. Statue shit, C Dub last night, man. And me and him was going back and forth about Angel Ruiz demanding so much money for the Wilder fight. And I just said, man, their pay should be actually similar because Andy ain't talk bad about the hand that feeds him where Wilder has. I don't know what you have to say to that. But I think that their pay should be close.
I'm not trying to shame Wilder for coming out and telling the truth because Wilder's he's such a big figure. He's such a big figure in the PBC that after he said that, a lot of these fanboys and these PBC gangbangers was forced to see that it's real. When your biggest fighter, who's selling 1 million pay-per-views, who's knocking people out, when he says he's getting paid in payments, you know something's fishy. But I will say this. I just watched the interview with Regis where he said his matchroom check took 3 weeks to get to him. Now remember, before that, his Marv Nation check took 3 days to clear. So, bro, this probably just boxing, man. Pay-per-views got to get calculated, and these promoters got funny money. Meaning, two things, because it ain't like I ain't been in this situation, right? Like where you got the money, but am I really about to send JB $1 million when I could just wait 3 days, let this money clear, or send it straight from that profit over there and never have to touch my account? Or you understand? Like, so things like that just seem to be normal. It's unfortunate because you don't see Tyson Fury saying that. You don't see any top-ranked fighter saying they getting payments, But, like I said, Regis just signed to Matchroom, and that Zepeda check took 3 days. Not the Zepeda check, excuse me, the Zorilla check. Danielito Zorilla took 3 weeks. 3 weeks, bro. That's a long time. That's a long time. 3 weeks. I'd have been calling motherfuckers like, yo, what the fuck? Bro, I'm telling you, because I can't even imagine the pain you're going to be in after 12 rounds. You just want to chill. Regis, I've been following for a while. He always on vacation with his wife. They always go somewhere, Brazil or some other beautiful country. And now, if you ain't got money sitting in the bank, if you ain't allocate your money somewhere else, then you can do your thing. But if you did, because you was expecting to get this 2-3 mil real quick, and that shit don't get there for 3 weeks. That's a lot of time. A lot of time. But hey, like I said, it's not like it ain't been done before. It's not, and it's not only PBC. Now, I haven't heard any top rank stories, I'll be honest. If y'all remember any, please feel free to let me know. I got Leono? Maybe Leono in the 5'10"? Because it ain't going to be Lionel, right? And it damn sure ain't Lionel without an L. I don't know. But we're going to go with Leona in the 5'10", $2. He says, for real, why would Tank be fighting Cruz? Why? Bro, I don't know why, bro. They don't care what we say, man. It's sad. This is why I want the GoFundMe pay-per-view idea. And again, I'm always, talk thoroughly about this idea whenever I bring it up, just in case there's new people that don't know what I mean. I don't mean use the actual site GoFundMe. I mean a GoFundMe style. Picture DAZN.com, and we'll keep using DAZN until PBC announces that they're going somewhere else. We'll keep trying to speak it, believe it, receive it, a la Wilder into existence. So picture DAZN.com, and in this hypothetical conversation, they've already acquired the PBC. And on DAZN.com, they got Keller Plant versus Berlanga. Do you want it? Right? 90-day countdown. And it says we need 75,000 pay-per-views pre-sale. Right? 75,000 straight to an app. Remember, because we're cutting the provider. We don't need to pay the cable company. Yes, they may still pay the cable company, like Eddie is gonna do. He told you that the Haney Prograde pay-per-view may be on ESPN as well, because other networks are starting to see that it's more beneficial to get into the pay-per-view business. These are Eddie words, not mine. So when they start to allow other people to distribute it, then obviously those other people need to make a percentage. Fine. But the pay-per-views that you get people to buy directly on DAZN, you don't split. Cool. 75,000 pay-per-views times $80, which is a lot. Since they got all the fighters, they should treat us better. Let's do 50, right? So we'll bring the pay-per-view price down to 50 hypothetically. Remember, we've always done this scenario with $80, but DAZN got to treat us better. So let's hypothetically say 50 and just up the pre-sale number from 75 to at least 150. Hopefully that gets us what we need to cover the fighters' purses. So 150,000 pay-per-views times $50 makes 7,500. Excuse me, 7,500,000. That's perfect, right? Like, are you telling me Berlanga is making more than 3 million? No, the fuck he's not. No, the fuck he's not. And has Plant made more than 4 million on paper on paper outside of the Canelo fight? No, the fuck he's not. No, the fuck he's not. And even if he has, because Plant did fight Benavidez after Canelo on pay-per-view, even if he has, is $4 million, is that too little to fight Edgar Berlanga? No, it's not. No, it's not. Now, I'm not saying they're going to make this, because remember, they got to actually get 150,000 pre-sales. So on that .com, you got Keller Plant versus Berlanga, 90-day countdown. We must meet this 150,000 pay-per-view buys in order to get this fight. Once we get 150,000 pre-sales, this fight happens 90 days from that date. Not from the date we complete the 150,000 pre-sales, the 90-day countdown we gave you. Meaning, we put this on the website in January. March, is the deadline. June is the fight date. They're going to steal my idea, and it's okay with me because I only love this sport. But this sport is broken, and that's how you fix it, because you get in the consumer to pay for what they want. So now, Berlanga Plant doesn't make the 150,000 pay-per-view buys. Excuse me, let me take a sip here. Shout out to Hardin, and that indica got me dry than a motherfucker. Berlanga and Plant doesn't meet the promoter, the DAZN network, excuse me, fuck the promoter. The network's 150,000 pay-per-view buy threshold, instant refund. And guess what, guys? Refunds have been around forever. Refunds take 3 to 5 business days. Refunds go back to your original credit card. Refunds, they shouldn't have an issue. They shouldn't have an issue with doing refunds or having a process to refund under 150,000 refunds, because if they don't make 150,000, they must refund. And then in the fine print say all refunds will be done no less than 30 days. More jibber jabber, yada, 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 and that's it. So now take out Berlanga Plant. Put in Canelo Crawford. Hey guys, Canelo Crawford, do you really want it? 90-day countdown. We need 350,000 pre-sale buys. Cool. 350,000 times, damn, I forgot I said 50. Canelo's a little expensive fucker. We need him to lower his price. Let me see what 50. So 50 at 350 is only 17 million, which is fucking less than half of what Canelo's fucking making. He's the problem. Those guys are the problem. You understand? My solution works for the non-super duper stars, just for the super boxing stars. You know, my idea even works for Tank. You know, Tank Devin, you know. I think where my idea is flawed today is because I tried to be nice to us, the consumer, and lower the price. Remember that my idea has always been at $80 because that's the number. That's what we're accustomed to. I would love a world where we're not paying $80, and that's why my math today is flawed. But if you do 350 at 80, you got 28 million. You know what I'm saying? Then you know you're making 20-something million with Canelo's gate. You know, you see the money is there. And you also eliminate. This is the key thing for the promoters that are going to steal this idea. Evan, I know you're listening, so that means Top Rank is listening. You know, PBC, we know you out there. I'll be seeing you. Leonard, is you in there today? You little snooper? So I shouldn't have went down that rant. I lost my train of thought on what I was going to tell y'all. That's what happens when you smoke good weed. Fuck. I think I was saying the beauty in the idea, right? Shit. That sucks. That's weed right there. Someone's going to clip this and laugh at me. We're going to get to a call, though. But up until that point, everything made magnificent sense. You know what I'm saying? They're going to steal that idea. That is the future. For real. If you put Tank versus Devin on a .com pre-sale, we buying it. We buying it. We gonna that's what I was saying. Promoters, broadcasters. My idea eliminates thievery. Because look, it's not like they can't raise the threshold. They know you really want Tank and Devin. So they can, instead of saying 350, they can say, we ain't giving you this fight till we get 500,000 guaranteed pre-sale buys. That eliminated people from stealing. The real ones, us, me, I'm going to deposit. All the real ones going to deposit. So, yes, there will still be some of those people that wait to see what fight actually gets made. Like, oh, shit, they finally made Devin. I'm stealing it. You always going to get that. But this helps eliminate some of that thievery. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? What do you guys think? Ron Boy Fresh, what up?
Hey Mo.
Yes.
Hey, I'm moving around. Can you hear me?
You sound perfect.
All right. Yeah. Slim, you know, I'm just here to say, man, fuck all that other shit. Is the zone a bust? Starve the beast. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, same rule that's gonna apply with Top Rank in 2 years. If you ain't at the zone, starve the beast. That's what we need to be advocating, man. I ain't trying to hear all that other sucker shit. Motherfuckers is talking about grow the sport. If it's on Amazon, these motherfuckers had CBS to grow the sport. They had NBC to grow the sport. They had motherfucking ESPN to grow the sport. So on and so on. If you can't grow with that shit, take it to a sports app. Do it like that. It's a niche sport, and I'm telling you, what I've been telling you since day one, boxing fans are the most abused and the most delusional fan base it is, man. It's the zone of bust till there's a motherfucking other sports. That's it. We don't need to talk about this shit. I like that model though. I do like that model though. Ness. I like that shit. But I ain't holding you. I'm just gonna call in and say the same shit, man. The zone of bust, motherfucker.
Let's
I'm out.
go. Let's go. Nah, man, I'm telling you, I'm not being a narcissist. My idea will save the sport. My idea limits the pay-per-view thievery. It forces the consumer to pay for what they want. You want it? Come pay for it. And how do you let the people know what every normal fight DAZN does? DAZN's about to have Oshaki Foster and Rocky Hernandez in between rounds. Hey guys, don't forget to go to our .com and check out our, I don't know, they need a catchy name for the GoFundMe, right? Because we can't steal GoFundMe. You know, oh, the price is right. The fight you want, go check out the Fight You Want page. And don't forget to, pay for your pre-sale on the fight you actually fucking want. Oh, you want Jermell versus Crawford. Okay. Well, shit, only 50,000 of y'all pre-sale. Guess you don't really want it. Guess that fight ain't as hot as YouTube, chatters are fucking saying. I guess that fight ain't as great as the little Twitterverse is talking about. Because if it is, put your money where your fucking mouth is. That is the best goddamn idea to save this sport. I promise you. Tran, what up? Tyron, my bad.
Yo, what's good, Ness?
Fuck out of here, CYP hating ass. Ain't never been complicated for me to get my motherfucking money back on my credit card. I use my Chase for everything, literally everything, gas, groceries, everything. Fuck out of here. I believe in my credit card. If I want a service, I'm paying with my credit card because I know I could call them and be like, yo, this fucker fucked me. Just like my appreciation night that I threw, they tried to charge me $4,000 extra. My credit card was like, hell no. They roll with me. Fuck out of here. Don't lie. Refunds are the easiest thing to get in America. Fuck out of here. You must got a fucking rush card. Go ahead, champ.
Yo, what's good, man? Shouts out TBV. Hope everyone good, best out there. Oh no, I like your
Motherfuckers,
idea
instead of
though,
trying to
man.
help the idea, they want to shit on the idea. You didn't I say, wasn't I specific about refunds? I said they gotta do something to do the refunds really good. You understand? I made that clear. But this what you get. You get these little
Yeah,
plants.
I mean,
They PBC plants, you know what I'm saying? And they wanna shit on everything and gang bang PBC. But go ahead, I'm sorry. I get it.
no,
I
you
get
good.
passionate like Jamel.
You good. I mean, the refunds. I mean, that shit ain't really no big deal. I mean, we deal with that shit every other day for real. So, I mean, that ain't really a big deal. But I like your idea though, man. I think that's smart for real. Cut to the chase, get to the point for real. I think that's smart. I don't think Tank and Cruz will be good for Prime. Amazon, I think that shit a flop. I don't even think going there is a good idea. You know what I'm saying? I think Al is like Suge and like Diddy. That's what he is. The PBC is like Death Row. You know what I mean? Like I heard Adrian Bronner was on I think $1 million worth of game talking about how Al was paying them in payment like increments and shit, like 15 here, 2,000 here. I'm like, man, that shit
Hey
is
Tyron,
weird
I
for
ain't
real.
gonna front though. With him, I always felt like that was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
he was loose, bro. I follow Adrian's career close. Like, he was a rock star. So, when you live that fast life, you blow a lot of money. So I feel like
He
Al
was
was trying to
he
take
was
care of
wild
him.
for sure.
I feel like I was
Yeah, he
just
was
trying to
wild
take
for
care
sure.
of him, man. Not. I don't think in that particular like with the Wilder shit, I can't condone that. But with him, I feel like, man, he trying to look out for this kid because he gonna blow his money.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true though. But I mean, you hear stories about, you know what I'm saying, how and shit like that. Like, and as far as like the Danny Garcia fight and the Keith Thurman fight, I remember, I don't even know what month, but I remember you was doing a show and we was talking about this like damn near earlier in the year, and the fight was supposed to take place in like August. And it's like, damn, I really wanted to see Danny right back in there right after that Jose Benavidez fight. And it's like these fighters really not active and it's hurting the sport. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't really too hyped for the fight anymore. Honestly, I feel like if Danny would have went in there, if Keith would have went in there, the whole division and landscape right now would be different. Especially if they was active. Like, I just felt like the fight is cool. You know what I'm saying? Definitely because it's free in the last show, especially with the fighters that started. That's dope. I wish Browner was able to be on that card. I think that would have been dope. But all parties definitely should come under one umbrella. You know what I'm saying? The Zone, PBC, Top Rank, like, it'll be more opportunities. You know what I'm saying, for other fighters. We'll see the fights that we want to be made. Like you were talking about earlier, like the Caleb Plant and Berlanga. That's a good fight. Like, we'll see fights like that, and it'll just be more opportunities and more fighters to be able to be active and grow the sport. And that idea that you were talking about, that's perfect. Like, we need that for real, man. But do you think Top Rank gonna try to renew that contract with ESPN, or you think they're gonna try to
You
buy
may
in?
feel like it's your time,
That's my call, champ.
but it's not your time.
Bro, at this point, now I got to give Rick Glazer at least the benefit of the doubt. He's been calling for the downfall of PBC for years, and obviously, he was right. Um, so he is saying that Top Rank might not extend and only do one-off shows or something. You got to check his last tweet. Let me see if I can find it, because my man tweets a lot. Damn, my man in the chat, I think his name is Luke Cow. He said my man is hating on me. He said Ness is full of himself. This is why this podcast will never get to 1 million. Bro, you just a hater. You know my idea is great, and you jealous that I'm not one of those fucking pussies that doesn't, big himself up. You want me to be humble? Fuck your humbleness, bitch. Give a fuck about you. Motherfucker, my idea is amazing. They're going to take it and not give me no credit. In a perfect world, Eddie, Bob, they would sit down. I would be able to talk to them, present this idea, and I'd fucking get $1, motherfucker, for every pay-per-view sold off my idea. Fuck is you talking about? Full of myself. You a jerk. Let me see. I'm on his Twitter. It was a response. Let me see if I go to the replies, because I seen him reply to someone about it. I didn't want to put words in his mouth and try to read it exactly. Okay, here we go. Probably for a reduced fee. So he made it simple. And again, we're just giving him the benefit of the doubt since he was right on the PBC shit, right? So someone on Twitter asked him, Rick, do you believe Top Rank will extend their contract with ESPN because it doesn't, if that doesn't happen, the sport is really in jeopardy? And he said, yes, but probably for a reduced fee, meaning if they're giving them 90 now, they'll probably give them less in this new structured deal, according to Rick Glazer. I got Lionel says pay-per-views need to bring back Thursday night fights. No, excuse me, too many pay-per-views need to bring back Thursday night fights. Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. Let's see what else we got. Average boxing fan, $2. He says, shout out to ProBox one hell of a card. The Ring Girls were fire. Yeah, that was definitely a twist on Ring Girls. We got Leonard Sterling, 5-pounder from the UK. He says, "Are you misreading tweet? It's the way Benson written tweet. His tweet says December 16th is non-pay-per-view and Keith and Laura Danny on December 9th. Check the source." Oh, well, that would suck. That would suck. Let me see the tweet. You know, I need a condensed way of pitching that idea, right? Because you got to get a complete sit down to have them understand that idea. But I feel like that shit would work. It would push us, and with the zones social media skills, you could make social media posts about this crowdfunding pay-per-view page, and you make graphic imagery of all the Conor Ben versus Boots Ennis. Do you really want it? Then you got Boots sharing this shit. Like, come on, y'all. I'm gonna beat this motherfucker ass if we get to this. Like, this shit could work. I'm more excited now saying it out loud. I swear. This shit could really work. Cause especially for like a guy like Shakur who wants to fight Devin, he gonna push that shit. Yo, come on. Get me to them bars so I can show you I'm the best motherfucker out. Man, that's a fucking brilliant idea. I know y'all hating. Quan, what up?
Yo,
What up?
what up, bro? Hey man, on some real nigga shit, bro. I'm not even about to cap. Bro, I started listening to your show probably like at the top of the year, bro. And it was one of the shows you was going on that topic. And this what really sold me as like, a subscriber, listener, and everything, and just, fuck with you as a real nigga. You was spitting your shit. A lot of people was going against it. Danny, he wasn't feeling it, but you was standing on your shit. But the shit makes sense. At the end of the day, it can work. You feel me? And motherfuckers they gonna hate. They gonna hate and steal the idea or shift it in their own ways, but it's fucked up. But
Yes,
that's some
sir.
real shit though. That's some real shit though. My only thing is, with probably where it can get like a little foggy is like what about for the fighters in that meantime? Like, is they entertaining other fights or are they just completely like
Now they
we
entertaining
trying to
other
get this?
fights. Like,
You said
look,
they are?
yeah, like right now, right? Like right now, let's say what is scheduled right now, because we don't want to use these fake fights like the Danny and shit we talking today. Something that's scheduled like David Benavidez, Andre. That's the listen, oh my God, please listen to us. Listen, Benavidez Andre, Canelo. So it's Canelo's face, Benavidez Andre winner. Do you really want this next?
Yeah. Yeah. That'll sell, bro. And then that's like literally striking while the iron is hot. Like you telling me you got these people, you say y'all want this next, put that shit in right now.
There's no need
We
for
gonna give y'all exactly what y'all want.
Bro, my idea eliminates marination. You don't need to marinate to
Yeah.
see if the people really want the fight, to see if this fight is at its maximum, because they telling you by paying up front.
Bro, they gotta it's like compromise, you feel me? The fans is giving up something, but they giving up something as well, and it's gonna work for everybody. So that shit cool with me, bro. I mean, hey, we'll see, bro. Hopefully they get you in one of them others. Like hopefully, down the road, whatever. You love those podcasts and stuff, but shit, man, they need you in one of them rooms, bro. For real. But yeah, as far as the topic though, I think that's that last fight, it not being on pay-per-view. That's cool because it's just like I feel like the matchups is good. But with Thurman and Stanionis hungry as fuck. He ain't fought. Yeah, he was on the podcast. He hungry. He got something to prove. He a dog. And then you got a vet in Thurman, so they gonna give it all they got, and that'll be a good fight with Lara and Danny. They'll be on the undercard of that.
Yeah, that's the rumor.
again, they gonna give it all they got, so it'll be a good little end out, and smooth. Everybody win. And yeah, that's my call, though, bro.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Uh, one of the people criticizing the idea came up with something here. I don't know how to take it. Right? He says the only way this will work is if people took a deposit to cover all the administration fees, and that's money you ain't getting back. Can you be more specific? Who is people? Who is people? Who, I don't understand. Who is people in your because I don't pay for fees if I get a refund. So I'm trying to make sense out of your criticism to see if I can come up with a solution. Let's see what we got. We stopped off at Leonard Sterling, correct? On the super chats, we got Mr. Calderon, $5. They all haven't fought since July 2022. Being inactive builds no hype behind their names. But if this card is true and free, I'm down for a final watch. CYP, member for 24 months. Damn, prospect? I thought you was a champ, baby. Damn, he says, cry, baby. Hardcore steel and squeal. The new TBV. Mr. CYP, back with another one. $2. Y'all still gonna watch. Hashtag Ness got me blocked. Arthur, $5. Cash counterpunch. Art. $10 super chat. $10 super chat from Optimus Prime on that champ level. Ness should do a tutorial video on how to get your refund. Face with tears of joy. Art with the counterpunch, trying you again. Average boxing fan, $2. He said, it's a cute idea, but what about the undercards? Bro, what do you mean? When do we ever worry about the undercards? Damn, we got to give them all the money? No, it's main event. And main event fighters' purse that needs to be worried about. Other than that, yeah, we should be good. Undercards, bro, once you get in that much upfront money, they can do anything, bro. Like, money, you need money to make money, and you giving them money. But we got $10 coming from Marketing Guru. Y'all haters on TBV. Ness, I was sick with COVID, but now I'm back. Expect your document update later today or tomorrow, and we will shut them all up. I promise you that. TBV up. Y'all not real fans. Salute, champ. Salute. That's Marketing Guru. It's funny because when I first seen his name when he joined the community, I'm like, yo, hit me up because I definitely need some marketing help, and we're about to do business. We got G-Ball with a $10 super chat. If the zone charging this ridiculous price for mediocre content they will give us, imagine the price when PBC joins. If Bob doing it right, but still gets dropped by ESPN, then what's that say to your argument? What is Bob doing right? Like I said, they need to transform like Voltron, okay? So the head, which is the face, which is just the mouthpiece, is Eddie. That's what he does best. Then the body and the legs, which is the foundation, is Top Rank. And that's what they do best, right? They develop the best. But PBC as a whole creates your star. So the three together is what's going to give this sport the best advantage to grow. Unfortunately for Oscar, what he brings in is the Latinos. That's really it, you know? A lot of Latin kids, they grew up, you know, if you're Mexican, you grew up watching Oscar, you want to be like Oscar. He's a Mexican, won a gold medal. He was the golden boy, you know. But as other than that, as a promoter, I don't see really what he brings. You know, I don't see, you know, why people are drawn to him. Like, again, Oscar went to Velasco, Texas or some shit to sign Omar Figueroa at 17 in his high school. You can do that. He knows you. Like, he's idolized you. Floyd can do that in certain inner cities, right? So, but Floyd touches more people. You know, Oscar, again, I feel like he's boxed himself into just Mexicans, you know? That's all he wants to promote. That's really all that he signs. He doesn't, like, he got Schofield, and he's doing a better job with Schofield than he's done in the past with other black fighters. But, you know, I'm sorry. If you think there's something else he brings to the table, I'm not saying he doesn't. Tell me so that I can consider it and be like, oh, yeah, he brings that to the table. But as far as PBC, they make a star. As far as Eddie, he knows how to promote, you know. And as far as Top Rank, man, they build foundations. They know how to matchmake. They got solid fighters. Art, trying you again.
What's good, Ness?
All right.
What's good, Ness?
I mean, then I owe you a counterpunch?
Yeah. All right, but speaking on your theory, I think
Theory or
Floyd
my
and
idea? What we
yeah, I'm gonna
talking
say your
about?
idea, but your idea about
Oh,
the prepay
okay.
or whatever. But Famio kind of tried to do this already with Floyd and Logan Paul, if you remember, because you remember they did. They said if you pay $25 up into $1 million, you can get $25 until it gets to $1 million. Then it went up and went up and went up until the day of the fight. But for whatever reason, it fell through. So I don't know. I
I
mean,
mean,
it's kind of been tried.
Famio is also a startup app that no one. Do you have Famio on your phone? Let's start with that survey.
I don't.
Exactly, and neither do I. End the story. You know, the Zone is doing this. The Zone is. Eddie said it the best in the interview yesterday. The Zone is known for boxing globally. They have territories all over. They may not be the strongest in America, but boxing globally, the Zone is known for that. So
Okay.
they know what
Okay.
they're
Let me
doing.
finish. Let me finish. And another thing too, what the guy was talking about on that super chat, like every time you use your card, there's a fee. Like every time you use your card, there's a
Yep.
processing fee. But that doesn't come from like it's already ingrained in the price. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? So the company has to pay that to the credit card, the person that processes whatever. Then you have to have a tax. So the tax, every state has a different tax and all that. So then, let's say like with your thing, you said you need 500K buys for Tank and Devin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I only get 400,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's what $30 million. You got to have insurance on that money to hold that money for 90 days. You can't just take people money and hold it and then give it back. And then you can't.
Well,
And if they and then you can't.
I mean, I'm sure there's corporations that take people's money every single day. They don't. They can't.
Yes,
They
but that's
can't. They can't. They can't give a number for how many refunds to expect per day. And
yeah.
your issues, those are valid concerns, but that's like you said it yourself. Insurance, big deal. Like they get insurance every day. Like UFC had to pay for crazy insurance in New York when they wanted to come to New York. Like those are little things to fix the sport. But I see 42 people. Come on, man. Let me get a 200 space at least one day. Can I get 200 people in my space? Can I get some fucking retweets? What's up with y'all?
Yeah, so then you gotta have insurance. So you gotta have insurance on the 30 million. Then you gotta pay insurance. Like you can't. And then once you get the money, you can't use the money again for something else. Because at that point it'll be a Ponzi scheme. You can't take
That's
people's money and
fine,
then
but
use it for something.
but but all you
You may
saying,
feel like it's your time,
all you saying is if you do
but it's not your
this,
time.
you got to follow rules. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I I'm not trying to create a Ponzi scheme for them. That's the last thing I want. I'm trying to create a system where you're able to get the fight that you want by making it simpler for the promoter and the network of knowing what to actually give us. That's it. Everyone's concern is good and valid. Are you going to get your refund? Insurance on the money, making sure they don't steal the money. All that is good, but like that's still post idea. The idea still has to be implemented for all any of that to come into play. So it's more about, do you believe that you yourself as a consumer would put whatever money down they ask for a pre-sale? If you believe you would be willing to do that, then this idea fucking works. It's just that simple. Whatever rules and regulation and red tape and insurance is going to be needed to make sure that these fuckers don't run off with $30 million every time we do a GoFundMe, cool. I'm not trying to say don't do that. I want the idea to work. I don't want fucking Al to create a Ponzi scheme and run off with everybody's money. I want us to get the fights we want by showing that we willing to pay up front. Damn, that's slogan right there. Huh? That's a slogan. You good, Art? Because I talked over your call, so that's why I ain't hang up on you.
I'm trying to think. But yeah, that's really the main thing. It's just a lot of hoops to go through. You feel me?
Do
And
you
it's like
believe?
it ain't.
Do you believe in this world that you're living, we are capable enough to make this idea work?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Damn. That fucking sucks. All right, Art.
All right.
That fucking sucks, bro. I can't see insurance being an issue, bro. And when you making money at that, like when we talking $30 million per fight, like somebody's willing to get into that business. Someone's willing to insure you because they're gonna make a percentage. I don't know, man. I got a 2-pounder from Leonard Sterling. He says, Dan's Fight Freak says those could be on December 9th pay-per-view. Well, there you go. Maybe this is a pay-per-view. We got Alex. What up?
Hey, good morning. Can you hear me?
Hey, good morning. I hear you.
Perfect. Yeah, so when I saw this topic, I remember seeing about those fights being rumored, and that December 16th date is supposed to be the non-pay-per-view. So I thought, wow, that's one decent card with names. To say farewell. You remember Keith Thurman? We know him for opening a lot of PBC new affiliations, I guess is one way to put it. I believe he opened Fox. I know he opened ESPN with Luis Collazo. I know him and Danny fought to, I think it was like CBS or NBC, something like that. Or I think with Sean Porter too. So I thought it was kind of a cool idea to have him close out the PBC, air on Showtime. But when you look at the tweet, it says specifically when it mentioned these two names for freaking December 9th. Which would be on the Mayweather exhibition, man. Man, I understand why. I do. Why they do these pay-per-views, because it seems that they don't have to put, they know they're going to make their money back, and there's a possibility to make more, to really get in the positive. But goddamn, I mean, look at these fighters. Like, Lara hasn't fought since May of 2022. Danny Garcia hasn't fought since July 2022. Stanionis has had 2-3 camps fall out. He hasn't fought since April 2022. Keith Thurman, February of 2022. And then we're gonna get Floyd Mayweather exhibition. Come on, man. That's the way y'all want to go out?
Should we call it a throwback card?
Man, listen, with marketing, you can really sell it such as that. That's actually a good nest, man. They got $1 pay-per-view. Come on, Showtime, PBC. That's hilarious. A straight throwback card because these are all recognizable names. And if this happened last year or beginning of this year, these are all good matchups. But man, I've been campaigning about time off. It sickens me. Like how are you gonna put it on TV and make me and say you have to pay for guys that I'm not gonna feel confident they're gonna be at their best? That is, that's why I love the Benavides versus Andrade. These guys have fought this year. These guys are seen at the top of the division, right? And it's basically you can spin it as this guy may be number one, number one chance to fight Canelo Alvarez. But, this is just, hey, we're going to throw some shit together. You guys know these names, right? One name you can't pronounce, but you've seen this guy, and everybody remembers this guy, and hey, this guy's been around forever. And then, of course, you got Floyd Mayweather in an exhibition. You know what happened the last time against Gotti, so pay for this. Bro, that's not a good selling point to me. But I understand. I'm not dumb. I'm not the focus, right? Hardcore boxing fan is not the focus. They know people see a Floyd Mayweather, and they may recognize the other names. And like you said, throwback, or they're going to show some nice highlights of Keith Thurman back in 2017 when he was known as one time for sure. Not not one time every 2 years, but one time in the ring. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, man, that is just so disappointing. I really hope, honestly, December 16th Showtime, at least put Boots, man. Come on, please. Like this is, I know PBC, he's not signed with them, but one dude named KDDR in the Discord, he's right. He's like, yo, Steven Espinosa should do Boots That Solid. And I mean, rack up, get everybody you need to get out. Last show, PBC, man, fill it up with good quality fights. They have the artillery. This is why it's going down, man. It's like, you're not making the best of the TV spots. You're not making us want to come back, make us tell our neighbor, hey, man, you doing anything Saturday? Hey, there's going to be a really good fight. You look at the UFC, man, the way that they advertise, the way that they keep giving you, name after name after name with a lot of quality shows. I mean, you got it on ESPN, you got it on pay-per-view once a month. They know they have the quality, the quantity. I'm so sorry, the quantity. So they're going to keep feeding you names, and this guy fights like this, or this is a good matchup. And then, they have shows, it's consistent. And that's what we want, consistency. That's why I understand the DAZN pitch, because there's two different promoters there. Bring a third one. Now you have everything. You have the international market. You have the strong West Coast market, because they mess with the Mexicans. So, they're always doing shows in LA. And you got PBC that's got the big time stars. So that would be the best trifecta. But man, can we trust any of these promoters or networks to do the right thing? It just seems, especially with PBC, that they have they got what they want to do handcuffed. So, man, I don't care if it's DAZN, Amazon Prime. I just want to see good quality fights. And if they throw these two cards with the Mayweather, I just don't feel that that's satisfying. But once again, man, Ron Boy said it best, man. Maybe I'm fucking delusional, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but man, that's all I got, man. And I appreciate the time, Ness. Have a good day.
No. Hold on, bro. Come on. You got this good mic and you make good calls. You're not going to give me no feedback on the idea.
What idea specifically?
The pay-per-view idea?
Oh, about do like a pre-sale?
See.
Man, so the issue with that is, the company has to either outsource, basically, put up money within the budget to make sure there's enough people on hand to handle that issue. And if you look at how the landscape of everything, I was emailing you a little information, yesterday or whatnot. I mean, look at all these companies merging, right? NBC Universal merged. Showtime is being absorbed by Paramount. HBO Max and Discovery Plus combined to make Max. There's an issue right now when it comes to funding and budgeting and how the money is being spent. I just don't see any of them doing that, because I just don't think it's going to. It's basically kind of seen as, I wish I had a better adjective, but like wasted money. You know what I mean? So honestly, the best thing to do is, I mentioned it, man. It might be dreadful, but kind of created a monopoly like the UFC. I mean, look at their product, look their consistency. Literally, they have guys that are coming off of 2-3 losses in the co-main events, and people are excited. People are hyped. There's an event coming up, I think this weekend, next weekend. Kamaru Usman used to be the number 1 pound for pound fighter, two straight L's, and he's fighting a dude that's basically a prospect, and they're gonna fight probably for a title shot. You know what I mean? We've seen, Nate Diaz headline shows off of many multiple losses. And it's because because of who the fighters are, right? Who they are in that ring, how they're being matched, how they're being marketed by their company and the network. And that's what's so important. So, man, if the Zone can give me that, please. If Amazon Prime can do it, and listen, Amazon Prime, I know my time is really running, but Amazon Prime, they got the NFL rights. You don't ever know. They might create a sports division or something. And imagine if boxing's part of that launch. We talk about the money, but look at the Zone's price, bro. It's like $25, $28 a month. My Amazon Prime is like $14, $15 a month. Like, it's only me watching it. Amazon Prime, my girl got it. My mom's got it. You know what I'm saying? We can go anywhere and watch it. And you thinking it's going to be a huge price increase? I bet you if PBC goes on Amazon Prime, it'll be less than the Zone. So, my dad actually texted me yesterday and was telling me they have bare knuckle fighting on Amazon. So, for all we know, they have a big vision, and we're just not aware of it. So let's see how things play out. I don't know anything about all this boycotting and all that shit because, man, this sport it's dying on TV, and I'm really worried about the future. So, I hope PBC makes the right decision, and the networks as well.
All right, all right. I just hope we get something sooner rather than later. I feel like, damn, are we gonna have to wait till next year to find out what's going on and what's Canelo saying, right? Like, the fuck? I got 2 fights with you, bro. Where are those fights happening? Are they keeping this shit secret from Canelo too, or did he at least tell Canelo, like, nah, we going to Prime, or don't worry, I got a network. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Average boxing fan, what up? I seen you hating
What's
on
up,
me
bro?
on my Discord, fans. You looking to get blocked, huh?
What's up, bro?
What's
Good morning,
up,
dog.
bro?
I like your idea, bro. I just,
Oh, I don't like
I
your
just
little
don't
video.
see how we
Fucking
can force these motherfuckers to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, say that they put that there, and we gotta pre-order it. You think we're gonna be able to force these guys to fight, even
bro,
if
you
we
sound
get to
crazy.
the threshold of pre-sales?
Of course, because it's not forcing them to fight. Like, you know, those guys, they all look at Andre. They all gonna fight if the money is right. And I'm talking about, look at the example I gave. I'm talking about giving Berlanga 3 million, giving David 4 million. That's a lot. They probably don't deserve that. You understand? Like,
Yeah,
the
my
pre-sale
problem is that over marinating shit, bro. Like,
again,
is marinating thing.
that eliminates marination.
No, I know it does. The thing is that I don't know. I don't think we can force these motherfuckers to fight.
Nah, for
I don't
sure.
think we'll be able to force them. I mean, I like your idea, bro. I get it because in gaming they have this little thing where it gets the community. The community pays the whoever's gonna develop a certain game, and then they're able to develop the game after they meet their mark. But with this boxing thing, bro, I don't know. I feel like some fighters we ain't gonna be able to force them to do it. But your idea is cool, bro, because I've seen it in the video game world where they remake old games, but the people or the companies that are remaking the games, they don't have the funds. So what they do is they put the game there, they
Raise the
raise the
capital.
money, and then they raise the money, and then the money fucking is what's gonna bring the remake of the game.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, but that's all I got for right now, bro. But I mean, your idea is cool. I see it, but I don't know if it's gonna fully work.
Appreciate it. But I'm glad. See, that was good feedback because of the gaming world. That's so true. Which I don't get though. Why hasn't Fight Night been done? I'm sure we would pre-sale for that. I'm sure we would GoFundMe for that. Why the fuck hasn't EA Sports brought back a Fight Night? I mean, it's got to do with licensing. These fucking fighters, they all their own business. So you got to go and individually negotiate for everyone's likeness, And Canelo wants more than Caleb, and Caleb wants more than Darrell. Super Mex, what's up, Super Mex?
What up, dog? Um, you know, to touch on the topic of, you know, over marinating in one of these fights. Okay, like Alex brought it up, right? The UFC. First of all, the UFC built a brand because people don't even call that sport UFC MMA. They call it UFC, and it's actually MMA. But as boxing fans, we also got to take a little bit of blame for that because when a fighter loses a fight in our sport, we say that they should be. Bro, I've seen people this year alone tell uh, Joe Joyce, Errol Spence, Ryan Garcia to fucking retire off their first loss. Like, it's nuts, bro. Like, you're telling me I lost supposedly to the best fighter in the world. Now I got to retire because I lost to the best? Like, or to a guy that's top ranked in the world? So we've got, as fans, we got to get away from that. Now, about your idea about the pre-sale, I think it can work, Ness. And um, so, like, Ness, when you put a hotel, when you go to reserve a hotel, right?
Yep.
You put your card information. All you gotta do is say, "I'm willing to buy the fight," and then we're not gonna we're not gonna process your payment until fight night. That seems like a fairly simple.
Yeah, that's how the hotel is.
Yeah, you just put your information in, and so now we know. Okay, X amount of people have put in their information. Um, so when the fight goes off, we process that payment. Because you're looking for an estimate of because I think people are not understanding what you're saying is like we don't need to make the final sale number, but in order to kick the fight off, we just need to hit a certain marker, and that should be able to kick the fight off. I think it's a really good idea. I'd like to see somebody give it a shot, but yeah, that's what I would say. Just run it like that. We're not going to charge you till these guys step in the ring. Once that fight goes off, as soon as the fight ends, we'll process all the payments. I mean, it's fairly easy, I would think, but I think it's a good idea. Again, boxing's in a weird place, man. We've got to be careful. If you look online on Twitter, man, these fighters, Ness, they're concerned because it's true. Like I was saying the other day, if PBC messes things up with Amazon, where are they going to go next? I mean, we're running out of networks here. We've been everywhere. We've been on NBC, Fox, ESPN, CBS, Bounce TV, all this stuff. It's not a lot of options, and it's up to us fans to stop stealing fights and stop throwing away fighters after a loss. And it's up to the fighters to make the fights happen and become better self promoters. So 2024 is going to be an interesting time for boxing, this. But I love your idea, so I think that's a good idea, man. That's all I got for today.
All right, champ. C-Dub. Statue shit. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you on Twitter, can I get a retweet, though? Because that's how we going to get some change. Espinoza and Leonard and Joe McCroskey and the dude from Prime, they be on Twitter. Help me, help you. You feel me? Like, get this shit out there. Once it becomes the most popular space on Twitter, we going to get some answers. Uh-oh. I love it. Just got a beautiful text. C-Dub, what up?
Yo, how the audio?
Yeah.
Yo,
This was up, man. Shout out TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. You know, man. It was a lot said today, man. There's a lot being said. If I go over, just be me, man. You know, I want to just go over the theme of the call today. Is Triple G voice. This is boxing. It's cool when they do it, but when they do it, fuck. It's not cool. We're not gonna kill the what Ned said. What has PBC done for me lately? We're not even gonna say that because we know PBC put on the best fights and the best year boxing ever this year.
Bro, 3
This year.
fights?
So that's lately. But
Bro,
did I say something false
you
though?
got 200
Did I say something
fighters.
false?
Yeah.
Was it
Years
false?
false.
Was
Years
it
false.
so they
Years
didn't put
false.
on the best fight? They didn't put
No.
on the highest grossing
No,
fight
no,
at
they
pay per
put 3
view
fights
this
on.
year.
They put 3 fights on.
No.
They got 200
Okay,
plus
so and
fighters.
those
They got 200 plus fighters.
okay.
Get out of
Okay,
here,
okay.
bro.
And the events for boxing fans, they didn't put on the best fights, the best cards, the Ryan Tank,
See?
the Spence
And
Bud,
this
the
is
Spence
why
Bud. They didn't put that.
this is why we won't grow as a sport, because we got
But
gangbangers
did they
like
put it
you.
on? Yes or no?
We
Did they put
got
it on? Yes or no?
gangbangers. We got gangbangers
Yes
like
or
you.
no?
We
Yes or
got
no? Did they put it
gangbangers.
on? See,
You
see,
you
see
ain't
how see
you
how see
ain't
how strong
calling
you are.
you ain't
You don't even
calling.
want to admit. Okay, I'm gonna keep going because you obviously in your emotions and can't admit. Okay, so if you don't want to say the truth, I'm gonna just keep going.
I'm in my
You
emotions.
want Al Heyman. You want Al Heyman to be like Bob and go around and say he lost money on Bud or his best fighters like Bob did. You want him to you want the crowd or the people want him to go around and say he lost money like Bob.
Bruh,
I don't want
this what I'm
my
talking
promoter.
about.
I don't want my
You
promoter
talking
to do
about
that.
promoters.
I
All
wish
right,
everybody
man.
could remember
Do
how
you. Do you.
Tiafimo. Don't just say it was PBC. I remember where everybody could say how Tiafimo went around campaigning saying Triller know how to treat their fighter, not Top Rank. I want more money. I need more money. I need to be treated better.
Oh man.
That's that's what he was saying. So we gonna forget about that shit. Okay, moving on. So that the theme of the call,
But
you
what
heard the
is your
theme of the call.
point?
It's
But what
cool
is
when they do it.
Let me ask
It's
you a
cool.
question.
I just the
Let
point
me
you got to
ask
be
you a
fashionable.
question. What
Hey,
is what
Tiafimo was just scrawling with the money.
my friend,
Wilder said,
my
go ahead.
friend, but what does that have to do with Tiafimo fighting more than Wilder? Like, don't worry about. I
Yeah,
never.
I was
You.
going there. I was going there. I
No,
got
no,
you. I
you're
got you.
not. No, you're not.
They,
You
they
spreading a
want
lot of stuff that I don't want people to hear. Listen, I was clear. They need to come together as Voltron. I'm not gonna allow people to just spew nonsense and gangbang. That's the problem. He is part of the problem. He is part of the problem. I never said Bob was better than Al. I never said Eddie was better than Al. I said they need to come together as Voltron. I said Top Rank knows how to build foundations. I said PBC knows how to build a star. I don't even want your call. I don't need gangbangers. Like, we're looking for a world where the sport is greater. You still coming in here talking about, well, PBC did the best fights this year. Cool. They gave us 3 great fights. What about the other 200 plus fighters? Like, I don't like we don't want gangbang calls, bruh. Like, I just don't. I really don't care. Like, if y'all like what PBC is giving you, amen to you. This show is about disgruntled boxing fans that want better. This is not about people that think PBC is giving them what they want and they want to motherfucking talk about it. You know? That's not what I want to hear. Like, if you think you're right, that's cool. This is an opinion show, that's cool. But today, I'm biased. I don't want to hear your whack ass calls about Al doing good. Like, you are obviously blind. You're obviously blind, and I'm not going to let you mislead the flock. Go ahead. Hello, caller. Hello. Bruh, my man with the Wakanda shit, please stop. You feel me? Like, you see me time you out yesterday. Like what's up with y'all? C Dub, are you there or not? Okay. Chrome, what up?
Yo, what's up? Next, you got me?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. First, I'm gonna say I mean I can see where your idea going. I can see that working because I guess if they see interest in the fight, that'll get them to put it on better. But like you, I disagree with dang. I don't know whoever the last caller who just was on before me because I don't be getting how people be representing for the network so hard. Like I like fighters who fight with all the networks, and I still be feeling like like especially with PBC, like they be thinking you dumb with all this. The fight gotta build, it gotta marinate and all this stupid shit. No, because if I buy the fight 5 years from now, I buy the shit today, and I don't be getting that. Well, no, we gotta wait to make the fight and this and that. And I mean, yeah, like I always said, PBC was doing so good, everybody wouldn't get out of business with them. I mean, because if I'm making money, that's like next. If you feel me, if I was I guess an investor in your business and I'm looking for a return on my investment, if I'm giving you $1 million for whatever and you bringing me back maybe got dang on, I ain't gonna even say half of my money, like 500,000, but you give me back like 300,000 return on my money, I'm probably gonna stay in that business. But if I'm giving you $1 million and then all you giving me is $50,000, you feel me? I'm getting more than what I gave you, but ain't nobody gonna keep investing in something where they not really getting a return. That's why I like the Amazon idea. I know Amazon got money, but if PDC is not gonna give them a return, they gonna get out of the business too. So that's why I kind of like the DAZN idea, because DAZN is strictly about boxing. I mean, Amazon got a lot going on, and if they go to losing money here, we just gonna cut that off. I feel like DAZN, even if they bring them in and don't put no stipulations on Al, eventually they're gonna come to Al and be like, hey, this ain't working. We want it to work, but we gonna have to go a different route. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have to come together and rework some things out so this whole thing can work, just because they're a boxing app and that's all they care to do is put on boxing matches. They don't care about the sports, none of that. I think all they got is boxing, right? Like the zone don't do nothing else, do they? Not that I know of.
They do darts and other shit like that. I'm like you. I'm only on the zone for boxing. I don't know nothing. I be seeing
Yeah.
like they thumbnails of other shit, but I ain't never really paid attention. I know
But
darts
but
for
I,
sure.
go ahead. But I think I can see that they really trying to grow boxing. Like you get what I'm saying? Like that's they major. They majoring in boxing. Like they want to see boxing come up, and I don't know if Amazon might be looking for boxing to see if it can make money, and if it don't make money, they gonna cut it out. So I don't know. I mean, as boxing fans, we got to kind of get up off that. Well, I'm with Top Rank, or I'm with Golden Boy. Nah, I like fighters who fight with all promotional
You may
companies.
feel
So
like it's your
I
time,
don't give a damn if
but
all of
it's
them
not your time.
leave. I just want to see the good matches though. But that's my call though, Nesto. I hit my time running out. I think though.
All
I
right,
might count the punch back in though.
you got it, champ. Brandon, Cincinnati,
Yo, Ness, how's my audio? I'm on the road and it's
Crystal.
raining and I'm in the middle of nowhere.
You sound good today.
It's blue collar grind, something else. I wasn't even gonna call in, man, because we beating a dead horse. We pretty much repeating the same shit we repeated the last few days with this topic. So I wasn't gonna call in. But when I hear one of my little homies, shout out to C Dub, hardcore shit, I'm jacking that C Dub, but you my little homie, man. I brought you home. You my drop. I blooded you in this shit. So when I call in and you make a call like that, man, it's disheartening because you my little homie, bro. So and it's people like C Dub. The reason why we ain't gonna get what we want, which is all the boxing promoters under one conglomerate, under one umbrella, because of pride.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga's pride won't allow him to admit that there's a problem with the way this shit is structured. He still wants the gangbang.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, brother. Didn't you just hear Alex, my other little homie who I brought home? Shout out to Alex, my caller of the year. He said Keith Thurman was the first fight on ESPN and Fox. and NBC and Showtime. He's giving you the list of all the places these niggas have went and burned the fucking house down, and now they looking for another house. You at the soup kitchen right now, C-Dub, getting soup and bread. Ain't you tired of getting soup and bread, going to the homeless shelter every 2 years? This ain't about gang banging with promotional companies. We trying to figure out how to make this shit work. We trying to figure out how to get these guys to come together. 2 years from now, when Top Rank at the soup kitchen, because I doubt if ESPN bring them back, they gonna be on the chopping block, and we gonna be saying the same shit about them. But you so infatuated with this PBC, Al Heyman can't do no wrong shit. You can't even admit there's a problem, brother. If there was not no problem, they wouldn't be bouncing from network to network like Lori Harvey bounced on dicks. There's a problem. We trying to fix it, brother. And you want to keep gang banging. I don't get it. C-Dub, let that go, man. As your big homie, I blooded you in. I'm disappointed in you. One of the little homies had a great call, Alex, but you came with that bullshit. I hope that all these promotional promoters and PVC ain't listening to you. Fuck that pride shit, man. The shit is broken. They need to come together because without each other, ain't none of them shit. Top Rank putting out bullshit. Matchroom USA is putting out garbage. They're pretty much non-existent. And PBC have whatever you want to make it seem like it's so great. Obviously, some going wrong. They ain't getting no goddamn extensions. They ain't getting no goddamn price goddamn raises from none of these promotional companies.
That budget ain't getting no bigger. I mean,
And
it's
yeah,
what was it? 2015. The last time they announced that Showtime and Fox was giving them 60-something million each. When the last time we even got a motherfucking press release that said they got a budget?
for real, like just and you watch other sports, see up. Can you imagine a world where when the NFL contract up is with Fox, they won't offer an extension with a fucking raise? When something is successful, they giving you a blank check. What you need? We want to keep you around. Why ain't none of these niggas being kept around? That's what you need to ask yourself. Stop gang banging, man. We want this shit to grow. We want this shit to work. We running out of networks to go to. Except for
Bruh,
Tubi, I'm jacking that. PBC on Tubi, I'm fucking with that.
You may
So
fuck
feel like
out
it's
of
your
here.
time,
yeah, that's my
Hell
call,
no.
but
man.
it's not your time.
PBC on the zone, man. Bring it home, baby. Fuck that. Who else we got? We got dozens of callers, and bring your A game, man. We got Leonard Ellaby on the show. He don't even follow me on Twitter, but he listening in. What up, Leonard? We would love you to join the space. All you got to do is accept the invite, boss man. What's going on, Leonard Ellaby, the big CEO, Mayweather Promotions? You can easily let us know right now about this rumored card we talking about. You can easily calm these fans down right now. Let them know, don't worry. The sport you love is in good hands. Come on, Ellaby, come on down. What's up, champ? Invited to speak. I just sent you the invite. We got Cliff in Connecticut. Talk to me.
Shit. I've just been listening, and I'm almost falling asleep too. Fuck it. I like your idea. This ain't the first time you came up with this idea. This shit is brilliant. I just I wonder if you could you need to invite someone onto the show,
I mean,
like
Leonard
who you could
Ellerby is
put who
right
you,
there. I would love to talk to him about my idea so he could tell me how it wouldn't work or tell me that it
right,
would work.
exactly. That's what I was gonna say. If we could get someone on here so you could pitch it to them, someone who understands the business, and they could. I would love to know why they would say it wouldn't work, because I think it would. And it would just be so great because it'll secure all the hardcore fans that really love the sport wouldn't mind paying early, right?
It eliminates,
Well,
at least it limits some of the pay-per-view thievery that's happening. People are still in pay-per-views. This eliminates some of that thievery.
I don't know why you. I don't think it does. Why do you
Why
think it
not?
eliminates thievery?
I mean, because you're
Well,
gonna get a guaranteed pre-sale number. The number that you require, you get that guaranteed. Then you get sales from that fight actually happening and promotion. So you're gonna get some people to steal, but look at how many people you secured up front.
But the same people, maybe you do eliminate some, but I feel like the people who are gonna buy it are the people who already buy pay per views. You know what I'm saying? Like some,
But what about the people
that's
that you
really
lose because of over marination? My idea eliminates marination. It's telling the broadcaster exactly what the consumer wants. And it's showing them by them putting their money where their mouth is.
that's great. That's genius. That's a beautiful thing. The fights that we really want, we're gonna get reach. We're gonna reach that number, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna reach their goal, and those fights are gonna happen. And it's just all around beautiful. I don't really think it's like the answer to stopping people from stealing, but I do think it definitely, it does a lot for the sport. And the fights that they be wondering if they're gonna sell, like Devin and Shakur, for instance, they'd be like, well, it's premature, let it grow, let it grow. Well, if you, at least if you put it out there, you can see how bad they really want it, like before you even go through the investment and all of that stuff. You'll just be able to know right there, like, look, there's demand for this fight or that fight. I like the idea. It doesn't solve everything, but it definitely like only helps the sport tremendously. It helps the sport. There's still gonna be problems, but I feel like it's
Bruh.
really great, and I would like to see someone poke holes in it because I
Tag
can't really find
tag
any
Leonard
flaws in it.
Ellaby. He ducked me again. The space went from fucking 40 to 91. He ducking. They know what the fuck is up. You feel me? They know I'm gonna put him in that hot seat. Tag him. Every
Why you
fucking
don't poke
day,
holes in it
every day that
yourself?
we
What could
hear,
you?
if we tag them, they cannot run. They gonna get frustrated. They not gonna block all of y'all. If I tag them, they gonna
So
block me.
how
You understand?
how I tag them? What
These
I gotta do?
motherfuckers,
I'm
these
about to tag them
motherfuckers
every day.
running from giving us answers. I opened up the floor for him. I said he could tell us. He could calm us down. That's why Eddie is better. Because Eddie would at least fucking lie to you, man. Bob at least lies. You don't even care to tell us nothing. Fuck us. Give me your money. Fuck you. Give me your money. This some bullshit, man. This some straight bullshit. But they'll jump on some other rinky-dink fucking show and let them niggas tickle they fucking balls, say a bunch of bullshit, lie about the dumb shit they done did, and won't say none of the negative shit. Man, cornballs, man.
Mm.
Soft as hell, man. Fucking whack. Juan Houston. Tag them, bro. They can't run. They gonna get annoyed every day. We here every day, twice a day. We want fucking answers. We the people, we the ones paying. I got fucking DAZN, ESPN, just got rid of Showtime, I told you a couple months ago. Like, man, get the fuck out. About all these goddamn pay-per-views. Last year was damn near $1,000 a month and $1,000 a year in pay-per-views, man. And this year we on track. Then fucking Tank fight in January. Benavidez fought in fucking March. Tank fought in April. I mean, I don't even remember how many more. You got Charlo, you got fucking Crawford. Like, how many is that? We still got some more coming. They talking about another one coming. Like, we got to buy Devin. Bro, shit crazy. Shit crazy, man. And y'all don't want to do nothing. Y'all sit back and let all your little favorite, you got C-dubs, dudes that C-dubs, you know what I'm saying? They out here telling them they doing okay. Huang, is you there or what? All right, we going to Rocky. What up? Did I get to you in the 954, Rocky? All right.
Yo,
I
yo,
got you.
yo, you hear me, Nuss?
Yeah,
All right, champ. Now you ain't get to me yet.
go for it, champ.
Um, yeah, I just wanted to touch on your idea, man. I think it's a great idea, but truthfully so, like I don't see anybody jumping on it unless you show proof of concept. So I think like you got to jump on it. And that's like you got to be the one to make the company. Like for instance, like CompuBox, isn't that separate? Isn't that a separate service that everybody uses?
Yes.
So you would have to build it like that. Like you would have to build the company, whatever you're gonna call it, Fight Builder, whatever it is. If I were you, I start hollering at these promoters, and show that you have the ability to raise funds for a fight. Do that on a low level, then you can get a meeting with these big dogs because you got proof of concept. It works. Look, Tevin Farmer fought whoever. We raised the money with this website that we promoting on TVV,
Yeah,
that we promoting on different YouTube
but the
channels,
issue,
and then from there,
Rocky, the issue with
go ahead,
that,
champ.
is that I would only be able to show a certain amount of funds because of my level of promotion. We talk about the zone, top rank, PBC using this idea with their level of promotion. We talk about them promoting the idea already on their existing card. So like David Benavidez is something that's already happening. Right there, you got Brian Custer talking about your, you know, GoFundMe page because I don't have the name of the idea yet, but you know.
Right. No. I know the ultimate vision. I'm just trying to like realistically the 1, 2, 3 steps before you get to that ultimate. I think you have to do it on the low level to show them it works, and then they're gonna take a chance. Because I don't see them just taking a chance. But that's just my opinion. Everybody got an opinion. Just trying to further the dialogue, and that's pretty much all I got on it, champ.
All right. Huang trying you yet again. Don't worry, Huang. Don't get frustrated. We're going to get you on. We got a $15 super chat. Shout out to Nate from Alien Gains. Check out his apparel spot. Alien Gains is on Instagram. He says, hit that like, share, and subscribe, TBV. I have no clue what the acronym is. It's not Friday. I don't know, Nate. You know I'm old. Today, happy Friday Eve. Flex emoji, alien emoji.
You may
Optimus
feel like it's your
Prime,
time,
Ellerby is catching
but it's not your
a
time.
scared. Oh, Ellerby is like catching a scared wild deer. Yeah, I mean, we'll get him on here one day. I'm telling you, the pressure, you can't escape the pressure. Huang, what up? You feel me? Like if I tag every day, like, yo, come on the show, yo, come on, he gonna just block me. Like, you annoying, but he ain't gonna block all his followers. Night.
Shouts out to the boxing voice, man. Shouts out to you, Ness, Danny, whole team putting in that work. Hey, man, Ness, you the problem. You the problem, man. You want everybody to be up under the same umbrella. These folks can't. Nah, I'm messing with you. Hey, man, that's crazy, man. How when a person got I ain't gonna lie, that's a good ass solution. Everybody to the zone. I mean, shit. Get PBC, get top ranked next year. You already got Golden Boy and you got Matchroom. All y'all under that same umbrella, and then it should be like how this fucking controversy of the Shakur, the Tank, the Frank Martin, Benavidez, Canelo, Andrade, Canelo, Charlo, playing all this shit. It can be you number one, you fighting the champion. Oh, the champion, you don't want to fight him? Oh, cool. You can't have your belt no more. Number one, number two, y'all fighting for that vacant. And when whoever win out of that, you fight number three as the mandatory. Like plain and simple, man. This shit's so easy. Like they making that shit hard because it's like, oh, I'm a champ. Or it's like, oh, you don't want to fight your number one? Well, we got another champion over here. You WBC champ? Well, WBA champ. We need y'all two to fight to make a unification. Oh, y'all don't want to fight each other? Oh, well, fight your mandatory. Y'all don't want to fight your mandatories? You strip.
Plain and simple, bro. They make this shit too hard. That's why with all them under one umbrella, it might be some shit like that, and then they'll be like, "Oh, damn, I can't do what I want to do now." That's why boxing fucked up, man. Cause at the end of the day, any other sport is the best playing the best. That's why it's fucking playoffs. That's like right now in the MLB, the Braves was the best team all fucking year, won 104 games, was the number one seed throughout the playoffs, home field advantage. Philly come in whooping ass. The Phillies whooping everybody ass. Guess what? They made the playoffs. They won the best team. They beat the best team in the league. So guess what? This is the best. Now they're in the conference final to go to the World Series. If they beat the Diamondbacks, they either gonna play the Rangers or the Houston Astros. Those gonna be the two best teams at the end playing each other for a championship. NFL, same thing. Playoffs, best team made the playoffs, two best play at the end. Basketball, same shit. Best team made the playoffs, two play at the end, the best. That's why I don't understand boxing when it's supposed to be the best, but we don't get that all the fucking time. It's always some fucking filler, like some episode. Like, oh, y'all just had this good ass episode,
You
two,
may
three
feel like it's
episodes.
your
Now we're gonna
time,
give y'all a filler episode
but
for
it's
two,
not your
three more.
time.
Out of
Night.
here, man.
Appreciate you.
¡Viva México, cabrones!
Adrian, what up?
What's up, Ness?
How are
It's
you,
the
brother?
inevitable. D Block, D Town, D City, D Ville, Baltimore. Facts! Looks like Mr. Nez here. Great show. And I love what you were talking about, Nez. That's perfect. That's what we need. And for all these clowns out here protecting the PBC, saying that all this and that, look what they've done for us this year. Look, motherfuckers, all y'all suckers out here. It took them all till this year to make the fights because their ass had a gun in their head saying, what you going to give us? We done tired of giving y'all our fucking money. What you going to give us? And they gave them what they could. And guess what? It wasn't good enough. It was too late. Time was up. And that's why they fuck, no matter what they say. And now they want to give alleys and they want to give all this. Oh, they need to go to Prime. Prime has a lot of subscribers. You want our boxing that we love and that we need. Our boxing that we love and that we need. You want them to be in the same fucking place where you could buy some underwear? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. We got the zone. Now, I don't sponsor the zone, but I said this a long time ago, Ness, a long time ago on your show. The Zone was the place to be after HBO. They are an app. They're smart, and then you go in their library. You got all these fighters from back in the day. I mean, you got Canelo, De La Hoya, you got Hopkins, Mosley. You got all their libraries in there, man. And you telling me because the motherfucker is white, your ass don't want to go. You won't want Al Heyman to go sign with him. I'm just saying that because it's the truth. Let's take the rug off the fucking floor. They don't want to sign with the Zone because they don't want to look like pussies. They don't want to look like they were wrong. And look at Ellaby, man. That's the same motherfucker that almost got locked up in the trunk. Instead, Floyd went up running to Bob Arum saying, Floyd, we need money because they're going to kick Ellaby's ass. And look where he's at. You asked him out, coming to the show. And what did he do? A pussy move. What you got to say, Nez?
Thank you for using our platform to voice your opinions and frustrations. Hopefully, they hear those and fix these fucking problems. Great call, champ.
I got one more thing to say. Ellaby can hang on them fucking Tank Davis nuts and see where he's gonna land them. Let him go to Prime. Let him do that. Let him suffer another fucking L in 2 or 3 years. But I'm telling you, the Zone is the fucking spot. Why the fuck don't you want? They already have Golden Boy, Matchroom. Get fucking PBC in there, and in 2 years, wrangle up Top Rank and make it one big ass umbrella. Make it a happy ass family, no matter what the fuck it is. Boxing needs it. If we don't get this shit done, we will not see boxing anymore. Fuck that. D Block, D Town, D City, D Ville, Baltimore, stand up.
All right, we got Jay and Dykeman. Jay and Dykeman.
1 2 1 2.
What up?
What's up, man? Yeah, I was checking out the fights yesterday. Pro Box had it popping. It
Word.
was kind of dope. Yeah, I like the idea.
Do
I
you?
like the idea. Yeah, but when you with your idea, are you saying you should go with um PBC should go to the zone, or are you saying they
I'm
should?
just saying that was a hypothetical conversation where yes,
Right,
PBC
right,
was
right, right.
already at the zone. Yes, but I still feel that this idea could work for every entity, every network individually can still
Saying so
match the
Amazon.
fighters that they have on a .com and present them in a fan funded kind of way to see what the public wants.
So you were saying also on Amazon. Is that right?
I mean, it could be there if that's where they went.
Well, no, I'm asking you what specific
My
rule
hypothetical called for the zone,
that
but
it-
it can
okay,
work
okay, okay.
anywhere.
That's what I thought. Nah, I mean, um, I remember when boxing was on CBS. You ever heard of the Wide World of Sports?
Yep.
I remember when the boxing started there. I remember the first promoters was Madison Square Garden. You feel me? So I'm thinking that technology
Promoters
took
or
over.
venues, bruh?
Excuse me?
You mean promoter or you mean venue? Because Madison Square Garden's a venue. They used to promote box.
Right,
Like,
but they promoted boxing on television too.
okay. Oh, you mean the
Yeah.
MSG network?
Yeah, well, before the MSC, I'm talking back when Muhammad Ali and them was starting the boxing, and Joe Louis and all those great boxers. You know, they a lot of all of them, mostly all of them, got promoted before they went to Madison Square Garden. So who was promoting them then?
For sure. I didn't know. I never. I'm not a history
Yeah,
buff.
I think back then they only had one belt. I think that was the WBA, and then they came with the WBC, and then they came with the IBF. The IBF came in through around the same time as Larry Holmes became a champion. He got the first IBF heavyweight title belt. But the reason I was calling was because first I wanted to say, yeah, I think it would work the way you're saying it, because basically what we have done is we haven't gotten casuals to commit as hardcore, and you're probably never going to get that. But if we continue to have the boxing matches that people want to see, even the casuals will be like, "Oh well, I'll pay for that," but I might not pay for Keith Thurman and who they trying to get him to fight now, or
Eimantas
whoever they're trying to.
Stanionis.
Yeah, they might not pay for that because they don't know them like that, but they might pay for the fights. So I would say, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. But my thing is this: how is Mayweather going to
You may
come in
feel like it's your time, but
and
it's not your
promote a
time.
fight and get a venue before everybody else? Does that mean that Mayweather is still the face of boxing?
I mean, it definitely means that he's still a draw, and
Yeah,
people. He still has an audience. Um, but my idea allows the promoters and the broadcasters to see who's actually a pay per view star and who's not. Then that can fix the pay system, because it's like, bro, look, we put you on the crowdfunding with Stanionis. They don't want that, Keith. What they want is the crowdfunding with you and Boots. That one made a pre-sale of 500,000 pay-per-views. So get your ass in there if you want that check. You feel me? It eliminates the fucking pussyfoot in the round, fellas. Why? Because Keith is like, okay, 500,000 guaranteed pay-per-view sales on the zone. And the reason I use the zone again, because if you get in direct buys to the zone, they don't have to pay that percentage to the distributor. So you do that times the original number, 80, that's 40 million. So why wouldn't Keith say, oh, all right, well, Al, that means you could give me my 10 mil that I want to fight that young boy. And Al certainly can give him the 10 mil. And then all he gotta give is Ennis 2 million. And I know there's gonna be some people get mad, but like, has he made 2 million? Has he made $1 million? You understand? So they got, but let's be generous with Ennis. Let's give him $5 million, right? Let's give him $5 million, and we gave Keith $10 million, which is too much. Too much. Let's be sure that you hear me say that is by far way too much. The only reason I even said 10 is because we heard rumors that I don't believe about him wanting 10 for Crawford in the past, and rumors that he doesn't want to fight Boots. So let's give him money not to say no, but in fact to say yes. But it doesn't mean that you can't offer him 6. Like 6 million guaranteed. When has Keith got 6 million guaranteed? Never. You understand? So it's not to say you can't offer him 6, but have 10 in mind and hope that he says yes. But you got your 500,000 guaranteed buys for Boots versus Thurman. That's a $40 million fight without a gate, without sponsorships, without endorsements. How is my idea bad? How? I don't see it. I just don't see it. We got CYP. Y'all expected PBC to save Showtime Sports? That's like expecting a convent to have a good idea. Laugh out loud. Both failed, but only one gets more options. Hashtag defeated. Nate, $5. That's his third or fourth. Not an acronym, champ. Just pronouncing the word fire with a Y instead of the R. Okay. Fire. And then he's got 3 fire emojis. You in the kitchen cooking, big dog, with the glove. Appreciate it. We got Marvelous that gifted a membership, so somebody's going to get to listen to the betting show this week. You should have listened yesterday. I had a spontaneous betting show where I made you some money. Shout out to Pro Box. Shout out to Pro Box. Shout out to Najee Lopez. That was a hell of a fight. And Brandon Glayton, with the knockout. I don't know how many people picked him to knockout, especially after 2 back-to-back losses. But guess who did? I did. Guess who made some money? The betting show. We got Heavy Chevy Guy. $20 super chat. Uh-oh. I took your Pro Box picks last night and parlayed the Vegas Aces plus Florida International University money line with them. Very impressed. Here's 10%. Much love from Phoenix. Ooh. Drop a bomb for the testimony. That ain't a disgruntled employee. That ain't a disgruntled motherfucking member. That's a satisfied member. That's a satisfied member. We getting money over here. Big Face, what up? Let them talk that shit about who know what. Real boxing knowledge behind that paywall.
What's going on, Nat?
Yeah.
Man. I don't know, man. The state of boxing with all this bullshit, man. I think they just need to strip everything down and make that shit like a league or something, man. I feel like that's the only way that's gonna save the sport. Because these fighters want too much. And I'm not saying too much as far as like they don't have a hard job, but they just killing this shit, man. They just draining it, man. And the network's not seeing the money. Like, I don't even get over understand how Showtime could put on the Ryan and Tank fight this year, right? That's supposed to did a $20 million gate.
More than 20.
Canelo,
that broke a record.
Yeah, Canelo and Charlo, bullshit ass fight. That, $20 million. And the Boots, not Boots, Earl and Bud did the same. It's like, this is one of the best years, but they still willing to walk away. That just goes to show you that the money ain't right. The money not right. It's not a popular sport to where these advertisers are paying millions and millions of dollars to be tied to the sport of boxing like these other sports are. Like the general population, like the casual fans or whatever you call it, they don't know shit about boxing. They don't give a fuck about boxing. None of that shit. And that's just how it is. Like if you were to break the league, break it down, and then you have like just hypothetically 50 fighters in each division under the same banner like some UFC shit. That's the only way I see the sport coming back. And like I just don't see how the sport could even possibly grow at this point. It's like you're just trying to fix a big leak. I think the shit is like too far gone. Like Amazon and Walmart. When Amazon first came out, they wasn't really worried about that shit. But now Walmart done blew up. What Amazon done blew up. It's like Walmart is trying to play catch up, and they just too far gone. They too far ahead, man. They too far ahead. That's it. That's my call. I just don't see how it could be fixed. It's too broken.
Nah, hell no. Everything could be fixed, man. Everything could be
Nah, man.
fixed.
How could it be fixed?
I mean, it
Like
just
I'm
needs a
just saying, like.
reset. You need a reset. Look,
Yeah,
look. The
but but
biggest
but to
issue,
reset it, you gotta break it all the way down.
no,
Like you gotta break it all the way
Prime.
down and get everybody on the same page.
Yeah, and you do. You got the zone on that page. They got a common goal to grow the sport.
Let me ask you this. I agree with you. I wish PBC would go with the zone because that'll take away one excuse from fights not being made. Oh, we're gonna have network problems. That'll take away that excuse. You know what I mean? Now, the second thing I think is trouble in boxing, you have so many fucking belts. Like people don't even know who's the fucking champion, who's not. That's one of the biggest problems. There's too many fucking belts, man. You got 4 belts,
Yeah, but
right?
think
Four,
about it.
four,
Think about
four
it, bro.
belts.
That's easy fix, man. That's an easy fix. I've given this idea a million times too. But the easiest solution comes from minimizing them because you got 3 promoters on one network. So guess what?
You may feel like it's your
Every
time, but it's not your
every
time.
every every network now doesn't need a belt because you're only one network. The only reason we got so many sanctioning bodies is because boxing is fragmented. So what you think? The zone? Why you think Eddie started pushing the IBO? Because he ain't had no other champs. And you can't call it a championship boxing match without a fucking belt. Okay. So I don't got a fucking WBC in here. So I'm gonna do this again because I understand that every day it could be a potential new person listening. WBC belt. We're gonna do a quick Google search. I'm gonna show you something. It's an easy fix, man. Again, these guys just gotta come together. Stop the greed. Screen sharing. You can see. Ah, fuck. This ain't showing. Why is it not showing you my cursor? But all right, fuck it. We're gonna zoom in. And you see Tyson on the left, right? Both Tysons. Ha, that's funny. Tyson on the left and then Tyson on the right. Cool. Tyson on the left, IBF. You put the IBF belt right there. Their centerpiece right there. Lennox Lewis, WBA. Ali, WBO. Suleiman, WBC. Floyd, IBO. Tyson, Ring Magazine. You've eliminated the fragmentation of the belts. Everybody's on one belt. Every sanctioning body is a non-for-profit organization other than the IBO. We force the IBO to change their way of thinking or be left on the outside. This is a world where we're trying not to kill anybody's revenue stream, but fix the sport. So IBO has an opportunity like state property. You get the fuck down or you lay down. So they gonna lay down. They gonna go from profit to non-for-profit. Cool. The center where you see WBC, you leave all that shit there. World champion, and you just put the fucking words boxing. No big I's, no little U's. Simple. One belt, champion, one contender. That's it. Number one contender fights the champion. End the story. You don't have a bunch of... Now, if you got boxing on Amazon Prime, guess what? Amazon Prime's executives, they like, well, our competitors have champions. They're fighting for belts. We need a belt. We need a belt. And that's why these belts keep, popping up. Moving on. Going to line 6 Reed. Did you drop off? No, I see you. My bad. Line 6 Reed, what up?
Hey, Ness, man. This might take a second, so if you need to charge me, go ahead. So you saying that Keith Thurman is supposed to be fighting Stanionis, right?
That's the word.
That's what they're saying. Hey, dude, check this out, man. A couple of weeks ago, that motherfucker was saying some shit about he'll fight Boots, and now he wants to fight Stanionis. Hear what I'm saying before you say something. They said Stanionis is willing to fight Boots, or he's down to fight Boots. They're fighting each other because they both think they can beat each other. They're not fighting Boots because they both know they can't beat Boots. Fuck Keith Thurman. I hate his fucking hairline. That dude's a fucking bitch, bro. He runs his fucking mouth. He got Boots' name in his fucking mouth, and he ain't about shit. And if we is on lockdown, I'll make him get on his knees and fix it. I'm so fucking sick and tired of all these motherfuckers churning Boots out. And you're a part of the problem too, because you got this big platform and you don't help promote Boots at all. You always sit there and say, well, he don't got the followers of Tank God. It's not. Like, that's arguably one of the best fighters that anybody has ever seen. He was genetically coded to be a boxer. He's as close to perfect as you can be, and you guys are just holding the dude back. And just fuck Keith Thurman, dude. That dude ain't done shit for boxing since 2011, 12. I don't fucking know, man. Fuck that dude. That's all I want to say is fuck. You know what? I'm gonna cash out you some money so you can drop a bomb and say fuck Keith Thurman. How much does it cost for a bomb? How many dollars? Just tell me how many dollars it costs for you to drop a bomb on me saying fuck Keith Thurman.
Bombs are $20.
All right, man. I'm saying it there. Like I said, fuck him. You tell that bitch. You talk to that motherfucker. You tell him to keep Boots' name out of his fucking mouth unless he want to fight. That's one of the best fights that you guys have ever seen. And y'all, one of these days, all you suckers is going to bow like Muhammad Ali said. All you guys that want to say, oh, he ain't fought nobody, this and this and that, y'all going to fucking see. If he never laced up a pair of gloves anyway, he going to go down as one of the greatest to ever do it. It's not the greatest. So that's my call, Ness. I'm pissed off right now. Fuck that guy, man.
Well, that was interesting. But I'm used to line 6 Reed. He's a major Boots fan. I actually ran across something where I feel like I either read or seen a quick clip of Boots saying that Thurman was sent an offer. But yeah, again, it's like I talked about in the using Thurman and Boots in the GoFundMe model. That's the easiest way to get that fight. Thurman and Boots in the GoFundMe model. Thurman sees 500,000 people are willing to buy it. He's only done 600,000 with Pacquiao. You can offer him 6 to 10 million. You can offer Boots whatever you can offer Boots.
Like
there's a bunch of money left over that doesn't include the gate, which means you can put a decent undercard. That's how you get that fight. No one's getting in there with a dude 10 years younger than them unless it's for all the belts like Loma did. I can see why Loma went with Devin 10 years younger than him because it's for undisputed. But for Keith, he's going to win an interim title? Like, bro, you sound crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to tell this kid this shit for years, but he doesn't get it. He just laughs at me. It's like, bro, you can be the most talented motherfucker in the world, but if you ain't pushing that needle, you ain't moving that needle, you ain't getting a shot. And let me tell you, Boots is signed to Showtime, which is done. So the best thing that happened to him is that he might get picked up by Top Rank, which at least will keep him active. Let's hope that, because we don't even know where PBC is going. But I did want to show everybody line 6 who just called in and spazzed his intro when we used to do intros.
It don't matter who it is. If I get anybody hurt, they getting out of here. They're not getting out that round or that fight. Period.
Because I know for a fact that Boots could beat Crawford. I know for a fact that Boots could beat Spin. I know for a fact that Boots could beat Ugas, Pacquiao.
In your opinion, who is the best fighter at 147?
Me.
Anything Roy did,
Boots do it better. Everything Mayweather did, he do it better.
SDS Promotions.
Lines. I just want to make sure everybody knows, he's not angry. He's just a long time Boots fan, and he deserves his credit for being one of the first guys, to get on that Boots bandwagon. We going out to shit. You know what? I haven't even been checking. Have I been getting counters? I'm so sorry. I'm solo, man. Danny always pulls last minutes. I ain't coming to work shit, and I'm stuck. Okay. Shout out to Line 6 Reed. Did send that $20. Every time I get a 20, we drop that bomb. Salute for the $20 Cash App, and I appreciate you using Cash App. Obviously, I do not lose 30% of that $20 like I would here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, where I hope you've made us your choice for your morning boxing talk, as we are the Breakfast Club of Boxing. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. We went live yesterday for the Pro Box card as well, man. We are hardcores over here. Let's see who is next on the line. Remember the number to call in, 1425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Okay, Two-Tone, I see you, champ. Let me get a retweet. They love you on them Twitter streets. We need to grow here. I almost had Ellaby on, man. We got to put the pressure. We got to come together. You know what I'm saying? We going out to Jay in LA or Anaheim, right?
Got it right, LA.
What
right,
up,
Jay
champ?
in LA. Sometimes it comes Anaheim. I like the action, people's ideas bouncing around. Of course, and your idea, because I know that was a big thing that we wanted to cover. I like it a lot, Ness, because it is showing that proof of concept already up front, showing money up front, showing both promoters and the fighters, hey, small fries like you've been fighting with PBC, protected belts, and fight for big money because people are willing to put up, and they put up money on it, fight, right? People are, hey, we got to have the best fight, the best, so they're going to put their money pot in the best versus best type of fight scenarios. Now, I had a way back when this whole situation was like, Mayweather back in 2009, who's supposed to get more money, who's the A side, B side? I was like, you know what? That's difficult. And kind of this situation could be similar in some ways, but let's say who's really bringing the people? One event, one night. Movies, right? Movies, you got 6 different choices, right? You want to see a movie, and you're going to pay your ticket for that movie. You want to see that guy fight, right? Kind of the movie is the fight, the fighter is the fighter, right? How you would see who the A side is. Who are people willing to put their money down to see and fight, right? 2 guys saying he's the A side, one guy saying he's the B side. Let's see who pays for more tickets for one fighter or the other. For the same event, you buy a ticket for that fighter, all right? Same thing with your concept of now, I'll fight. Your money work to which combination of fighters you want to
60
fight.
seconds.
I really like your idea, Ness, because it takes it to that next, the promoter situation worked out with the fighter situation as well, too. And to one of the carrier dozens, zone or major carrier is going to be a key part of that, right? And I do like the zone because there are already relationships with Oscar, their own, right? Boxing. What blocks do you see in that right now, Ness? What do you see as blocks that could happen?
In what? Blocks to what specifically?
Trying to fight your plan.
Like why would they
10
have
seconds.
You're asking me what issues would they have with my idea?
Think about it carefully because there's certain things that you might.
But that's what you're asking me is what issues could the promoters have with my idea? Bro, are you there?
They're blocking this in some ways. There's a big block in this week.
You may feel like it's your time.
Hear me?
but
I
it's
hear
not
you
your time.
now. What is it that you're asking specifically?
I think why the promoters won't go with your idea.
That's it though, right? Just try to give an idea why they won't go with it. A reason, excuse me.
The blocks that you see that they, you think of the blocks that they wouldn't go with that idea.
All right. I mean, you got a bad connection. What what blocks could I think of that the promoters would consider it a bad idea? I mean, I guess what Arthur said about the risk of the money, having to insure the money, but again, all that is digital and in banks. Like I the only reason, and again, maybe I'm wrong and I'm not giving it enough thought, but the only negative I can see is that the promoters um don't want to lose over marination. Maybe they feel they because again, you do get these Mayweather Pacquiao type purses and gates, you know, with marination. But you see that we broke that gate without taking so long with Tank and Ryan. But then Tank and Ryan didn't make the money of May and Pac in pay-per-view buys. So that could be the biggest issue, that promoters look at me and say, bro, no. You know, like when we wait, we make hundreds of millions. And when we don't, we make a couple of million. I mean, and I'm sure there's more issues, but I guess that's the biggest thing is, you know, the fear of losing over marination, since sometimes over marination has resulted in ridiculous fucking financial gain. Like I was young when Oscar and Floyd fought, so and social media didn't exist like that. So I don't know, was that a fight that took forever to make? So I can't really say anything other than it was a success at 2.4, right? They did like 2.4 million pay-per-view buys because him and Oscar did the same thing that him and Canelo did. Except the Oscar gate was greater than Canelo's gate, I believe. Copy, cool, what it do?
What's going on, champ?
Oh shit, I get what the last caller was saying now that my producer wrote it for me. He had a horrible connection. Yes, but those are great questionnaire questions to ask the consumer that goes to our the fight you want crowdfund. And when you get there, yeah, this is a perfect question, like to ask which fighter am I buying it for? Like, yeah, I'm buying this fight. I'm buying Keith versus Boots, and option A be like for Keith because of Boots, because of both, none of the above. I just love the fight. You know, get feedback. Of course, get feedback so that you can know how to navigate the sport properly. You know your consumer. This is old shit. Like Amazon does this, Walmart does this. Surveys are old. Like PBC has never fucking sent me a survey. They've never asked me what I like or don't like about their product because they don't give a motherfucking flying fuck. But guess what? The Zone has sent y'all all a survey, and I can say that proudly because I know I received one. You guys just don't care about customer service. You're like gang banging. Go ahead, Capicu. My bad.
You good. And like kind of what the guy, kind of answers what the guy said. Like, the only thing I would see what that would kind of put a hold on this would be just like, obviously the promoters lose the control, because now the fans are dictating like who's gonna fight who, what's gonna happen. Now, exposes fighters who's not wanting to fight the fighters who's gonna pretty much who's really ducking. Because if we as the fans sit there and we pay the money and we do exactly what they ask for, and then they run this across the fighter's face. Look, the money's there. Like, there's no reason why you can't fight. And they're like, oh, I don't want to fight him. Then we know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing I see that these fighters are. So we're pretty much forcing these fighters to fight each other, which is a great thing because we deserve. If we're paying for it, then we deserve to see the greatest fight the greatest or the best fight the best in a sense. So that's the only thing, I see that would stop a promotional, will create a promotional issue because now nobody has control but the audience, which is a great thing in our behalf, but it's a bad thing on promotional and network because now I don't want to say in a bad thing in network because networks are it's pretty much a secure bag in a sense, right? Because now the networks don't got to come out their pocket for the main event. All they got to do is come out their pocket
For the
for the
undercard.
undercard. Exactly. So that's a great thing. So now they know, okay, well, we got this for sure money here. So now we just got to worry about seeing what's our budget for the undercard, and which makes things easier, lightens up the load, right? But like kind of what you were saying earlier, like the only thing I see is that like what we're gonna do in between that, because if like you say, it definitely cuts down the marinating, but now if these fighters are waiting to get to this number, what are they going to do in the meantime of this stuff? You know, what are they? Are we just going to sit there and hope that we reach this number? And if it doesn't happen, then obviously the fight's not going to happen. But now, are they on hold, or are they going to continue to fight on to
No,
other fights?
they can, but that's it. You giving the promoters and the networks data. It's like, bro, look, you you don't want to fight Boots, but the public wants you to fight Boots. We put Stanionis, they don't care. We put Barrios rematch, they don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna make the fight a fight. This is data that is needed.
No, absolutely, I'm in agreement with you 100%. And it's a hell of a fucking idea. It kind of eases the issue with now you can't say that the money's not there, or now you can't say that this is it's not ready, or you have to wait. No, because that's what happens, right? We wait, and then we get a Mayweather Pacquiao 5 years later than it should have, or we get a Spence Crawford, 5 years later than it should have, or we get like we're getting now, we're getting a fucking Danny Garcia Lara 3 years, 4 years
You may
later than
feel
it
like
should
it's
have.
your
So
time,
again, it's
but it's
this
not
is
your
a great
time.
ass idea. I salute you for thinking about it, and I hope somebody's listening.
I mean, Ellaby was listening, man. He dipped off on us, man. Salute to everybody that retweeted. Salute to everybody that tagged them. You know, we could get let's talk, Oscar, you know, he at least talks the good game about coming together and we can do it and all the promoters need to sit down, you know. But then he's telling Terrence Crawford, shut up, be a boxer and focus on boxing and hire representation. It's like, bro, I would love to talk to Oscar too, because it's like, weren't you a boxer? And I know he's probably gonna be like, if that's exactly why I'm telling him, hire good representation. You know, don't focus on business, focus on winning. Um, but then why did he become a promoter? You know, you became a promoter because you seen that something was broken and you are attempting to fix it or do it better then, right? So I don't know. It's interesting. I would love to get all these guys on, man. They be ducking. Oscar stays in my comment section. There's barely a reel on my Instagram that Oscar doesn't comment on. But does he come on the show? Oscar and I DM, but does he come on the show? I don't get this shit. It's so difficult with these guys. Rod and A70. Rod and A70. What do you know? While we wait for him to jump out and jump back in, Boxing Patron, what up, baby? Everyone should have ran to the zone the day Garcia got $7 million. No, you're right, but PBC still had money, and that's why they were holding people back from that. But remember, they did let Thomas Delorme go over there. He made like 1.8 million over there. You know, don't forget Al let Mikey go over there. Don't act like Mikey wasn't a PBC fighter. He had just lost to Earl. You know, Al still had option. Um, you know, Al let certain guys run over there. He let Jesse Vargas go over there. Don't forget that was an Al Heyman fighter. He let certain guys go get that money, but not others. That's what I'm saying. He always okay, yeah, Jesse Vargas, you could go. Delorme, you could go, and whoever else you could think of. But guess who can't go? Jamal. You ain't going over there to fight Andre. You know what I mean? Like what we want, we don't get. What he don't care about, he sends over. Tony Boswell, $5. Why can't PBC join or create a platform like ProBox TV? Much respect at TBV. The chat stopped in to the show support. Oh, excuse me. He says, much respect to TBV and the chat. Stopped in to show support and hit the like button. Boxing glove emoji and 100 emoji. I'm sure PBC could create an app. I'm sure they could get the funds to create an app. But do you really want a fucking startup app when DAZN is already doing it? Like, they already doing it. And guess what, guys? The fighters could be seen in Mexico and in Denmark and in fucking Germany and in the UK and all the goddamn territories that they already have. You're helping the fighter grow. Like, I know Thulani Mbenge because of DAZN. Like, I don't know, bro. Whatever's. Bobby Shaw, $5. Petition Ali Act to be a happy family. All boxers take less money with more fights in a year. Bud don't deserve 10 million. Canelo don't need 50. Exactly, right? Like, it is the purses that has this sport broken. Think about this for 1 second. Canelo made $50 million, but Top Rank's budget for the whole year for their whole stable is $89 million. The system is broken. Al Heyman has 200 plus fighters. His budget was $64 million. Not even at $500,000 per fighter could he offer them 2 fights a year with that budget. Like, come on, champ. He's got to use that money to make money. So you got to put on good fights to make money and revenue off the gate so that you can make money from that money. Rod and A70, what up?
Hey, what up, Ness?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Hey, just run both of my calls together, dude. I actually think it's an excellent idea. I think when you look at like the NBA, like I'm a Lakers fan, so I pay like $19.99. I think it's either $19 or $15 to just watch all the Lakers games, or I can pay $29 and watch every NBA game on the NBA app. Same thing with the NFL package I have. Either I could pay like $300 up front, $400 up front, or you could pay like monthly. So with boxing, I can remember on the back call a few years ago talking to Stone Bone and Keem and CYP and all them about this. Where let's say if you did this, the only difference that I had in my idea versus yours, I think yours might be a little more feasible. But in our idea, we were saying that we would do 6 pay-per-view events a year and 6 pay-per-view events at $80 a pop. So that's $480 a year. If you and what we would do is we will open it up in the fourth quarter each year. So then starting a new year, the very next year, you would know what money you have in that bucket, so you could start negotiating those pay-per-view fights with the fighters. So you could get the 6 pay-per-views for that year, right? So let's say if 6 pay-per-views is $480, if you pay if you pay up front for $50 for the pay-per-view early in the fourth quarter of the year before, that's $300. That's if you pay the $300 up front. Now, if you want to pay monthly installments over a year, then that'll be $30 a month, which will run about 350, 360. So you'll pay like an extra $50, $60. And what they could do is over that fourth quarter, they could collect that money. And then let's say at the end of that fourth quarter, that bucket is like 40, $50 million based off the subscribers you have and based off who want to get those pay-per-views at those 6 pay-per-views. And then you could take that money, you could start negotiating with the fighters for those pay-per-views and those cards, but then you're still going to pick up money on the back end because you're still going to get people that's going to pay late. You always going to have those people. So that was kind of our idea. But your idea of taking a fight and saying, hey, we got 3 months. You got 3 months. Here's the fight. We've already negotiated. They said they'll take $4 million a piece. That's $8 million. We need this many buys. I think it's doable, man. Everybody's doing it now. I don't see why people pushing back against it. The only pushback I would say, Ness, would be if the networks and the promoters get greedy, right? And here's what I mean by that. Let's say, I would say if we go into your plan, we would have to limit it. We would have to say we're going to do this we're going to do this 6 times a year. That's it. We're going to negotiate 6 pay-per-view cards, and we're going to put out 6 fights a year on this
You may
card
feel like it's
because
your time,
I
but it's
feel
not
like
your time.
if you make it where there's no limit to it, the promoters and the networks are getting greedy. Here's what I mean by that. Let's say, for instance, you do your plan, Ness, and let's say the first year is very successful. All 6 cards are put in place. We funded all 6 cards. Now I can see networks coming and saying, "Hey, why are we giving them Sean Porter and Thurman in a prime free on Fox? Man, let's make them pay for it." Okay, we need 60,000 buys. Now you're getting greedy because now we're only getting mediocre free fights, and they're trying to get us, the fans, to pay for every decent fight and not just pay-per-view worthy fights. So that would be my only concern with your plan. And you can answer when I get off, but I think that would be a big concern that that the promoters and the networks would try to get greedy and say, why are we putting up, $6 million to pay for Thurman and Porter free, or Spence and Porter free on a free network, when we could just get the fans to pay for it? Hell, they paying for everything else, and they not coming out of pocket for anything. And that's the only backfall I can see. But the plan is good. I don't see why people making it hard. We do this type of shit every day in every sport. It shouldn't be hard to do. It's actually a good idea, and I hope somebody actually pick it up because it would get us the fights we need. That's my call, man. Thanks.
Appreciate you. You know, it's hard when y'all want me to shut up to respond after 6 minutes. So, you know, I don't have much to say on your call because of that. Rob in Vegas. I mean, I don't know how to stop them from saying why not put said fight since they paying for it. Like you right, they could try and find a way to abuse us, but you know, no idea is perfect. You know, maybe
This
there's
is
some flaws in it.
can
What
you hear
up,
me?
Rob?
Yeah, what's going on, man? Shout out, man. Shout out, Nash, man. Back up in this thing again. We appreciate it. So we got the layoff card, man. PBC getting laid off, so they throwing us a couple.
That's funny.
They
That's
throwing us a
funny.
couple, man. I actually this is cool though. I like this card. As far as like them all being under one roof, that would be great. You know what I'm saying? I love the idea. We just got to figure out a way to get it in motion. Shit, if there's a will, there's a way. We just got to figure it out. Like you said, we got to share the shit, y'all, man. Share the show, like the show. Let's put that pressure on it so we can try to get everybody together. As far as the fights we got coming up, I like Danny over Lara. I don't know, man. You got to be. Usually, it's like greats that are over 40 and get the win. He right there. So I got Danny beating Lara and Stanionis over Thurman. Just that them layoffs is long, and fighters just don't be coming back the same. I'm just becoming a believer that when they be on them long layoffs, I don't trust it no more. And I know they both are coming off like long layoffs, but Stanionis is the younger guy, technically fresher, I guess. So I'm gonna go with him over Thurman. I was thinking though, as far as like your idea, one way they could get them all together. You always talk about like the WBC convention and stuff like that. Why don't they just have like a convention? That's the way to get all the boxing, the promoters and shit together, right?
Nah. Promoters don't be there like that. Sometimes they do. Maybe Don King. Now, they don't always show up, and if they do, it's one day. But that is a better place. But I mean, bro, the convention is happening in Uzbekistan this time around, bro. Shit is far,
Right.
bro.
Okay. Okay. So what about this idea? You say like like a lot of I heard another caller say like the casual fans like boxing don't have a lot of casual fans. Wouldn't that be a reason why Amazon would kind of be a good idea? Because it's gonna be a lot of casuals over there. And even if not, one thing is why not the zone just come over to Amazon too?
Yeah,
At that
man.
end.
Either way, but the thing with the zone coming over to Amazon is, do you really think that's even possible? Like the only thing the zone could do is set
In
up
a
a
way,
US. Only thing the zone could do is set up a US distribution through Amazon the way that Showtime has done. But like as far as Amazon absorbing the zone, that doesn't it won't I don't see that happening.
Well, not necessarily, but one day you were saying something about like you were talking about how on some apps like Hulu, for instance, I got Hulu. You could buy like Showtime or Max off of Hulu. So what
You
if it
may
was a
feel like it's your
situation like
time,
that? Is what I was thinking.
but it's not
Where
your
you could
time.
just kind of upgrade to the zone. But yep.
All right,
Thanks for the
champ.
call.
Nah, appreciate you, man. Who we got? Renzo, what up? You're Renzo.
Oh, my bad. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Got me?
Yes,
All right, then.
sir.
Well, you have a great idea. A lot of people are struggling with it because they don't see how practical it is. One way to make it practical or put it in work, you actually throw another border war situation, and we fund that ourselves through your man in Wisconsin or whatnot. We can actually see the
Proof of
results of
concept.
it before we throw it to another company. That's all I got.
All right. Yeah, no, for sure we could show proof of concept. The thing is that we got to be willing to, like the people we talking to got to be willing to understand that our proof of concept is on the smallest, you know, stage in terms of promotion. I just think that the level of promotion that these promoters can do equally, right? Because Top Rank, this idea has nothing to do with even with network. Like they could still use my idea with dividing networks. Because if Top Rank allows their fighters' likeness to be used on my website, which promotes potential future fights, I could put Jared versus Wilder. Do you want it? And then I can present to Top Rank, look, I got 380,000 people willing to buy this motherfucker at a drop of a dime. Now, that's not going to stop the promoter from saying, Ness, come see me next year. It's going to be 680,000 people. That's not going to stop promoters from being greedy. So we got to find another idea on top of that idea. But if they on the same network, the zone would step in and be like, Bob, what is you talking about? We're not waiting next year. I need that 380,000 plus whatever's going to come from actually announcing Jared versus Deontay Wilder is official and is happening 90 days from that $380,000 90-day deadline limit for them to make that. So it's like the fight is hot now because we talk about it like, yo, oh shit, that shit at 100,000 next week. Oh shit, we getting this fucking fighters at 380. Oh shit, 90 days from now, Jared Anderson versus Deontay Wilder. Fans are excited. That momentum builds. Promoters now see the money they got. They use that to promote the fight. That fight gets bigger. Those fighters have potential to even make more money. I really don't see an issue with my idea, man. I mean, I wish LB would have took my invitation on the show to tell me where I'm wrong. Al in the Bay, what up? Al, you got to unmute.
Hello, can you hear me
What
now?
up?
Hello?
I hear you.
Yeah, man. Straight from the Bay Area. Um, yeah, man. Your idea is good. You just gotta be put in motion, and I think, um,
You said what? Got to put it in motion?
I said, yeah, it just gotta be put in motion, and really gotta be brought to them like a kind of like how like a sample size, and you could bring it to the zone and show it to them and see how they think about it. Because you could talk about it, but if it's never put in motion, how they gonna know it's gonna work? To their mind, it's like
I mean, because
it
the
may or
if
may
I could
not
get
work.
if we could get a sit down with the big three or the big three CEO, right? Frank Smith, Todd DeBuff, and whoever I guess Tom Brown. I guess Tom Brown for PBC. And if I can explain the idea to them, get my web designer to create a dummy website, get my graphic designer to create all the fighters' graphics, show them what I'm saying. They know the numbers, bro. They the ones already doing this sport. They gonna know whether it can work. They don't need proof of concept. I think the people that are saying we need proof of concept, that's if we wanted to show our idea to Amazon. If we wanted to show our idea to Peacock. But bro, Al knows boxing. Bob knows boxing. You understand? Like, all they need to see is money. So they understand. Like, it's 90 days I'm asking for. Give me 90 days to ask the people, do they want Jared Anderson versus Big Bang Zhang? 90 days.
Yeah, yeah, they know the numbers. They know the numbers, but sometimes you gotta show it to them. Like, you know, um, but yeah, man, I definitely agree. If you put your foot forward and take off with it, I think they will accept it. You just gotta go knock on some doors, and if they don't answer, uh, show it to the zone and see if the zone likes it. I think um, and if the zone like it, they would definitely have to sit down, especially Golden Boy, and the other one at the zone right now. Um, yeah. So yeah, if they don't like it, go to the zone. They might be accepted to it. It just sometimes, and I could be like that too. I could be like, I know it could work, but I gotta see it work to believe that it can work. So I need a sample of what you're talking about. So,
I mean, for me to be effect
yeah,
in my mind, because I've heard a few callers ask for proof of concept. In my mind, the proof of concept needed, I need those promoters to allow me to use their fighters' likeness, build the website, and also use their telecast. Because remember, that's the key
that's
element.
good.
That's the key element. Every time you already showing a fight, you already got Hergeshev and Matias. That's scheduled. That's a fight. So that ain't part of what we talk about. But in that fight,
I
you can promote the potential new fights on the crowdfunding site every time. Every time. So, fight after fight, you're increasing data from your consumers, their wants and dislikes, their likes and dislikes. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I think it definitely could work. Um, and you know, some fighters probably gonna be mad because if their fight don't sell, they realize they're not the big star they thought they were. So, um, yeah, um, that's another thing. If the fighter thinks he's bigger than what he is, and it don't hit the numbers, they got to examine themselves. And so, yeah, man, that's my call.
See, and this is exactly what I said. Shout out to Alex that sent me this article. He said, add in the fact sports rights keep getting more expensive because it's the last thing holding the cable bundle together. And it's no surprise that ESPN has seen its revenue drop 35% over the first 9 months of 2023. That's why ESPN has been pushing people to ESPN Plus. Because that's their shit. They don't got to cut nobody nothing. I ain't giving you nothing, cable. Fuck you. That's what everybody needs to do. Go to the app. I'm a boxing fan. I just need a one-stop shop. I hate this fucking ESPN, HBO, Showtime, True Network, ESPN Friday Night Fights, Tuesdays on Bounce, Wednesdays on Spike, Thursdays with fucking Hulu. It's like, god damn. It's too confusing. Just make an app. Call a shit boxing, man. What the fuck? They got an NFL app, don't they? This shit is crazy to me, man. Jaime Moreno, what up? Remember, we still rocking out on Discord and Twitter Spaces if you want to call in. Jaime, you might have to jump out, jump back
Yeah.
in.
You hear
Okay,
me?
I hear you.
You hear me?
I hear you.
All right, for sure. Great show, man, as always. I like the idea, man. I really do. You know, it gives us the opportunity to gauge the temperature on certain fights, and it lets fighters know what their star power really is. Um, but I don't want to sound like a PBC hater, man. I really don't. But you know, they definitely. I feel like they're hurting the sport, man. You got these fighters signed, but they're independent contractors at the same time. It's not like they're Devin Haney type deal where they work independently with promoters and networks. So there needs to be some restructure, man. Everybody's got to get on the same boat, with like a sort of commission. Uh, Everybody's happy. Sanctioning bodies, promoters, networks, fans, fighters, But yeah, man. Uh, there's got to be some restructure, man. Uh, these fighters gotta do promoting, man. They gotta self promote. I remember Mike Tyson. He spoke about, you know, that the common housewife has to know your name. Now, if the common housewife knows your name, you're a star. Um, so you definitely got to get out there. I remember Mayweather was on Dancing with the Stars and whatnot. And I think even De La Hoya, man, he had like a mixtape or so of like
Hell yeah, he fucking
mariachi music.
sang. He sang, bro. He became a fucking singer.
Yeah, so like the dudes gotta they
And
gotta
don't forget
they want to
though,
get paid like stars, man.
but he
You
also
know
married a Puerto
the
Rican
skills.
singer too, didn't he? Wasn't that lady he married from Puerto Rico a singer?
Say she was like not like a singer, but yeah, something like that. But I'm not too sure, man. I was like 10, back when De La Hoya was in his prime.
Or
But yeah, man. There's got to be some restructure, man. Everybody's got to work together, at some point. And also, man, I don't know who the caller was, but they were saying, gangbanging for PBC, saying that, oh, PBC put on the biggest fight.
SC Dub.
But how you gonna say that, bruh? If most, if not all of those fights were cross promotion, like, what are we talking about? You
Yep.
gotta be honest. Like, that's a clear example right there that these people gotta work together, man. That's all I got.
Yep. The only one that wasn't cross promotion was Bud, and that's because they made him leave Top Rank to get the fucking fight. But I do want to screen share this because this was the more important piece of the article that I
You
read
may
that I
feel
didn't
like it's
even
your
say.
time, but it's not your time.
So look, it says while ESPN is still a cash cow for Disney today, 2.9 billion in annual profit, the future looks like less promising than it once did. That's why ESPN has been cutting jobs and is now reportedly looking to partner with companies like Apple or Amazon to increase distribution. But this is also the same thing Eddie said yesterday. They are looking for different companies to distribute. He said, don't be surprised if you see Devin Haney's fight on ESPN Plus and somewhere else. So we'll see. Let me see if I got any super chats I got to get to for the next caller. Last stopped off at Tony Boswell. We got a $5 super chat from Bobby Shaw. No, we said that one. Javier Caputillo in LA, the trainer. What's up, coach? $10. Sending the cool emoji, throwing on the glasses because it's a super sticker. Appreciate you, coach, man. Hope you're doing well. Shout out to Javier. He let us have one of our border wars, the one in 2017. You know, we did it in LA in his gym. Salute. It will always be forever memorable. My toughest fight, Lord have mercy. That kid tried to kill me. He was like 24 years old. And I'm not saying this to sauce the story up. You know, rest in peace. His father died that week. Bro, kid came into the ring. Thank God for the ref. Man had no raps. He was just trying to kill the old man. It's like, yo, fuck is you doing? That shit was crazy. I'll never forget that gym. Javier Caputillo got the smallest rings, bro. I'm 6'5". I took one step back. I'm on the ropes. Them boxes, them shits is like inside is like 12 or 14. Coach, throw it in the chat. How big is the inside of that fucking ring? Yo, I'm lucky to be alive. I'm telling you. Superstar AT, $10 super chat. Ness, what betting app works in New York? That correlates with the betting show bets, cause DraftKings ain't it for the betting show. Champ, truthfully, there's never gonna be just one. You're looking at a guy that deals with Bovada, Bet Online, William Hill, BetMGM, and MyBookie. For the betting show, I frequent more Bovada and MyBookie. But I got money in them other accounts too, man, in case shit pop off and you get the right fight, you want to fucking kill them on all the sites. You feel me? So that's the best I could say. You in a different state, we all in different states. All I could do is offer you the right pick. If you can't find a website that has that action, that's just the way it is. Like, bro, I wish yesterday's kid was on the card. What's his name? Jacob Gomez. Shout out Jacob Gomez. He's rough around the edges. Puerto Rican from Caguas, fought on Pro Box. But he's a southpaw. You know, he's stocky. Got that kid Schofield, JoJo Diaz tank kind of built. You know, and he fights in that southpaw stance like those guys. He just needs a better jab. Maybe a better trainer. But yeah, let's see him develop. This is second fight on Pro Box. I love Pro Box. Shout out Gary Jonas and your dream and your vision. I hope you get the proper funding and you can turn that location into something even bigger and better. You giving so many people opportunities. Fuck, man. Salute Gary Jonas. Brandon Maurice, member for 32 months on that contender level. Tired of selling wet dope, dirt, weed? Damn. And Robitussin, join the co-op. We got the best product. And you want to have, what? You want to have to, I guess he meant to put, you won't have to worry about the homeless shelter no more. All right, Brandon. 32 months, champ. Come on and come over to the champ level, man. Even though he is a champ, let me screen share that because that's how you change your icon. For people that don't understand this, this is how you change that icon is by consistently being, see, because he's technically a contender, but he has the emoji of a champion. Because he's been a member for so long, he automatically becomes champion status. So salute to Brandon Maurice, the AJ of Trucking in Cincinnati, for supporting TBV, helping us stay on the road, helping us stay on the air, and him on the road listening to us daily, though. If anybody wants to call in, Discord available, Twitter Spaces is available. Let me see who's on my landline before that shit cuts out. We got Razmataz. What up?
Yo, what up?
What's going on, champ?
So, I'm a little saddened with the Showtime thing and all, because, I grew up watching them, and, I don't give a fuck. I'm a casual fan, and with that being said, it's the little things that I'm going to miss, and that's Jimmy Lennon Jr. and Jim Gray. Where the fuck are they going to go after this? That's my question. It's the little thing. It's the ring announcer that gets me going, I try to watch Matchroom and them, and
I mean,
David
those guys,
Diamante, he don't get me going.
Those guys
That
got
short dude
jobs,
fucking
bro.
for Top Rank, he don't get me going. Jimmy Lennon Jr., he gets me going. You know what I mean? And I speak for all my casuals, because that's why I'm in here. I'm in your show to learn a little bit more, I still don't consider myself a boxing fan because I'm not that educated, but hey, I'm here tuning into your show to learn a little bit more. And I want to be involved. I want to learn more, you know what I mean? And I think, wherever PBC and Al Heyman go, take them both with you, because that's what keeps me going. It keeps a lot of casual in tune. And viewership is money.
Appreciate you, bro. See what I'm saying? This is what we don't get. I just got an email of Matchroom that partnered with Everlast. But you got gangbangers calling in here that PBC is the better brand. And they got all the stars. So then why aren't we announcing that these big brand companies are aligning themselves with them? Why is Matchroom joining forces with Everlast as a new global partner? The boxing brand giant backs Matchroom events, starting with Catterall Linares. You know why? Because Tom Brown is not Eddie Hearn. We need Voltron. Eddie is the face and the head because he's on the mic. He does what he does. Top Rank is the body and the legs because they build the foundation of every fighter. All your superstars of yesterday came from Top Rank. Yeah, they had to leave them, but they came from Top Rank. Your superstars of today are from PBC, and that's the last piece of the puzzle. Bringing in Al, who's been in the entertainment business for years and knows how to create stars. These people need to work together in order for this sport to grow. The fact that these three promoters, right? Because I know that Lou has money too. And Lou could be given an opportunity. Smaller promoter. Here's another free idea. Get your pencils out. Why can't the promoters create leagues? Right? Why can't they just create leagues then? So that we can do like basketball and football and still have them fight. Right?
You may just feel like it's your time.
Give Lou and Salita a chance by having them team up. Ben Shalom, come in the game. Everybody got a league. So you got your boxing league. You got your Lou and whoever the fuck Salita league. You got your Matchroom league. You got your PBC league. You got your Top Rank league. We got a playoff. I don't know why it's so hard. They don't got to not play together. I'm fucking lost here, bruh. You know what I mean? Like, they can work together. Like, create a league and then make it who's doing better. Who won the tournament this year? Like, how is this so hard? Malcolm, what up? We got a $10 cash app. Salute to Brandon in Houston. Brandon Hooker, that is. He said, make sure you say my last name. I'm owning it. Brandon Hooker says, best idea you heard of a build a bear, build a fight. $10. I never heard of build a bear. Let me Google that. Go ahead, champ.
Hey, what up, Ness? I'm coming through the Bluetooth. How the audio?
You don't sound connected to the Bluetooth, but you don't sound bad.
Okay. So I just wanted to call in, and I was thinking about something. Let me bullshit with you real quick. So I think that one of the biggest problems in boxing is there's too much agency. I think that might be the biggest problem. And I had this idea. What do you think, instead of having the four sanctioning bodies, those belts represented like regions? So we would have, you could split up into however many regions, 4 or 6, and whatever regions you would choose, maybe North America, South America, Europe, Asian. We'd have a North American champion, a South American champion, et cetera, et cetera. And then we'd have one world champion, right? And then we had some kind of like tournament set up for those champions that occurred every year, or not every year, every other year maybe. Um, Two of the champions fight in February, and then the winners of the two fights fight again in September. Then you have your world champion. Uh, I guess a little agency can take place in the middle of those tournaments.
Bro, you lost me, man. You lost. I don't know
Oh,
if
I
it's
lost you.
the monotone voice. Come on. What's going on? Start over. I don't know what you talking about. You lost me.
My bad. I'm halfway through a blunt. Stall me out. But basically, I'm saying we have the sanctioning bodies, but the sanctioning bodies, what do they really mean? They don't really mean shit. They're just different organizations, right? So if instead of, let's say, the WBO represented North America, the WBA North America.
Losing you again. You lost. You lost you.
Actually,
We lost you.
you can't you
Now
can't hear me?
we do now.
Okay, my
You
bad. I
said
got a
the
phone call.
last thing you said was the WBO represented North America.
Yeah, the belts would mean something instead of just being letters that don't really mean shit. They were representative of being the champion of a region. So you would have a
Bro,
North American champ.
it's just a different
Okay,
time. It's just a different time. Like you got guys like Tank, the biggest star in boxing, one of anyway, saying belts don't matter, saying he'd drop the belt if they made him fight Devin. Um, you got Floyd that didn't fight Keith. You got Canelo that didn't fight Charlo. Jamal for the WBC. Like the
yeah, see, that's
belts.
the problem. The business is put before the sport, bro. And no other sport is the business put before the sport. Like in
Exactly.
basketball, if the Jazz and the fucking Kings go to the finals, or they're in the same conference, but you know what I'm saying? It don't matter if they don't have big markets. They don't make the Lakers and the fucking Celtics play just because they have the biggest fucking markets. You know what I mean? That's the bullshit.
Nah, I hear you,
But
man.
that's all. Yeah, that's all I want to kick to you. That's my call.
All right. That was Malcolm. Appreciate you, brother. Let's see what we got. How boxing works. Talk to us.
What's going on, Ness? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
I'm just calling one. I don't know what that last dude was talking about with each region needs a belt. If you go through each sanctioning body website, all this stuff has been established for hundreds of years. The problem is boxing fans don't take the time to learn how the sanctioning bodies actually work. Boxing doesn't need a new organization. There's 4 sanctioning bodies. You sign up for one, you work your way up the rankings, you become champion. They got international titles, intercontinental titles. They already have all that stuff established. Whatever dude was trying to say, he just doesn't know about it. I think that the sanctioning bodies need to come together and televise these fights themselves. I think the sanctioning bodies, the WBA, WBC, WBO, IBF, all need to come together and create a streaming platform where they can put on these title fights so we can get undisputed. That's my opinion.
All right. But what's your thoughts on our idea? Because I see you know, got a nice little
Which
user.
idea?
Like, oh, so you just joined the space? You haven't been listening about the potential quote unquote crowdfund idea?
I heard you bring that up a while back. I'm down for it. I mean, if people want to see the fight and they're willing to send money, I don't see why they shouldn't.
Okay. All right, all right. Well, appreciate you calling in as always. Appreciate everybody definitely hitting that retweet. We got Ellerby to join. We didn't get him to actually speak. But he heard a few of you guys disgruntled calls, We got Superstar AT $5. With your idea, it should be more. No, with your idea, it should be some incentive like free seat to a fight after so many points acquired from fights you help crowd. Oh, okay, like a point system. Like, yo, Joe Blow has bought this pay-per-view. He receives a certain amount of points that he can later apply to a live seat at a fight. I like that. I like that. I mean, incentives are always great, bro. Like the other guy, Rod and A70, his idea was about doing a package and incentivizing us to pay upfront for the year for less. I always do that. Like I pay for the DAZN for the year, so I don't gotta pay for the month because it's gonna cost more. And I'm a real boxer fan. I'm gonna watch this shit. I got DAZN, I got the Pro Box, I got all the shit. ESPN, copy cool $5. It also leaves room for profit because the gate normally covers the difference in the fight and extras, in case the gate would be solely for extra, etc. Plus sponsorships and endorsements. You know what I'm saying? Like, we, the people, are guaranteeing the main event. The network guarantees the the undercard. They give enough money for the undercard because they want they've got the rights to the fight, so they give you some money. Now the people giving you the money, like then you got endorsements and sponsorships, concessions, shirts. Now that we all on one network, they can fucking mass produce shirts. It's just it's different, bro. It's different. But hopefully I live long enough to see a day where they get this shit right. And we have a beautiful sport. A beautiful sport. Excuse me. We got no way. No way. Optimus Prime with another $10 super chat. Brandon Maurice and CYP, get your money up and get in the champ level. The best investment you can make. Damn. Shots fired. We going to Super Max with the $5 super chat. He says, what about a boxing World Cup every 4 years? In the in-between time, those fights count as qualifiers, seeding, etc. Then finals, one big card, all divisions. Bro, I've been loved that. Like, even right now, if promoters are like, bro, Ness, get the fuck out of here with your kumbaya shit. We never gonna be together. Fuck you. I'm Pepsi. He's Coca-Cola. Them motherfuckers is Sprite. Even though Sprite and Coca-Cola are the same company, but you get the point. Cool, then fucking give us a Super Bowl. Quarterly, not yearly. Fuck your annual shit. Quarterly. Every 4 months, Matchroom versus Top Rank, PBC, Lou DiBella, Salida. Everybody, give me a quarterly Super Bowl. Quarterly. And then at the end of the year, that last quarter, you make that one the Super Duper Bowl of all the motherfuckers that beat each other up throughout the year. You feel me? It's not that hard, man. They make it hard because they want to maximize every dollar. They want to put Robeisy Ramirez in front of this dude, Rafael Espinoza or Espino or whatever the fuck this motherfucker's name is, versus somebody that we really give a fuck about. So they're going to put them in front of people we don't care about, show them hopefully knocking out people we don't care about, so that we can finally get the fight when people we don't care about finally find out about Robise and he's no longer just a hardcore delight. It's like, okay, now, shit is crazy, bro. It's over marination that's killing this sport. Champ, you there? You're in the 407. What's this, Florida? This is it's a new call. Sure is. 407, are you there? All right. Guess not. Last call for alcohol. This will be the last round of callers. If you looking to get it off your chest, now is the time to do so, because we are wrapping up. $407, I see you there still. What's up? Check, check. Well, in the meantime, in between time, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. Remember, we're back with another show at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and that's 6 p.m. Central. We still have the 7 fights that must happen to save boxing to do, but I've been holding out as bigger news keeps breaking. But catch me on that show at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Peace.